Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? I'm joined by my friend, my companion, my duo, the one and only, a staple to Call of Duty scene. You guys already know who it is. It's Ben J to C. Let's give it up for Ben. Let's get someone to the chat.
Some hype for Ben, bro.
Over to my right side, we have the one, the only, the Iceman of the Call of Duty scene. Shoots absolute lasers. One of the best ARs to ever do it. Let's give it up for accuracy, a.k.a. Lamar.
What's good, ZOOMAFIA? What's good?
You know the vibe. Won an event last year with this fucking guy. You know,
come on, man.
Fucking the
We're
New York
moving
Home
different.
Series. Yup, won an event. Shout out to Lamar. Let's get to Lamar. See the spam coming in. And then you guys already know what's going on today. We got a special guest. We got my man Z, fresh from the GTA streets. We went from in-game friends to out-of-game friends, and now he's here in Los Angeles live at twitch.tv/Zoomaa on the flank. Let's give it up for Z!
Woo! My evil twin.
Mafia, let's get it.
Wait,
Let's
Tom,
get a wee in the
you want to
chat.
know how
Mafia.
dedicated Z is? Z, let everybody know when you got to the hotel this morning.
I got here at 4 a.m. last night. 4
Damn!
I drove here from San
Damn,
Diego.
bro.
Damn.
That's
Right when I
crazy.
turned off my stream, I just started
Give me
driving.
some Z, you fucking animal. You're a
Love
fucking
that,
beast,
love
bro.
that.
I've been seeing Z.
I gotta take you out for dinner.
Yo, look at Enable in the chat, Ian.
Tell-
Where you at?
bro?
Where you at, Ian?
Get
Get
fine.
Ian over here right now.
What are you doing? What are you fucking doing, Ian? Get over here. You told me you were coming yesterday. Text him the address.
Mr. Unreliable.
But Mr. Unreliable, bro, it really do be the deputy, man. It be the deputy. Zinni also bailed on the show today. Apparently, he's doing something. I don't know what he's doing. But
Zinni's
you know,
being Hollywood, bro.
yeah,
It's all
Zinni's
good.
being Hollywood. Let's get a lady in the chat. But yeah, I appreciate you guys joining up. Listen, man, it's been a long day. A lot of great matches. Obviously, some top teams have been eliminated from the tournament, and things are starting to get interesting. To start things off, and speaking of interesting, we could get right into it with the Seattle Surge stuff. I know a lot of you guys kind of saw what happened with the team, but Seattle Surge ended up getting rid of their whole roster. They dropped everybody. They said, you know what, we haven't been getting any results for 2 years, and it's time to make a change, and that's exactly what they did. They said thank you to Octane Sam, Pristini, Classic, Gunless Looney, and Joey Nubsy for being a part of this team. We are especially grateful for the heart and effort you showed throughout your time with the Surge. Wishing you all the best in your future endeavors. I will start with Lamar. What do you think about this?
I mean, they definitely didn't just like let Sam go. I'm pretty sure Sam's contract was just up, so he got to walk for free. And then the rest of them, I guess it kind of sucks to see everyone, like get squad wiped. But I understand their point of view. Like the last couple years has not been too good for the organization.
Yeah.
So I get doing like a drastic change, getting rid of everyone and like management, whatever it is, and just kind of starting clean slate, fresh new start, and seeing what happens from there.
100%. I think for me, I agree with it. I saw some of the fans that were kind of just putting a bunch of question marks, like why all of them, why this and that. Sam has been very vocal about the organization. I don't think they're even getting along anymore. So
Yeah, I mean, he was free. His contract was up.
yeah,
he did whatever he wants.
for people who are curious as to why they got rid of Sam, they probably knew he was already out the door.
Yeah.
They probably knew he was already out the door. And then the rest of them, I think, are great players. But I just think with the results that they had the past 2 years, I think they just want a whole new look to the team, including the coaching staff. And I'm very, very interested to see what kind of approach they take in the offseason and kind of where they're going to start. I'm guessing they'll start with a coach. Probably start with a coach and then maybe build off the coach and see what he wants to do. But we'll see. Ben, I want to get your opinions. And Z, you could drop an opinion. I don't know if you know what the fuck's going on. But you can drop an opinion. But Ben, we'll start with you.
I mean, I think Lamar's kind of on point here. Like, it seemed like Sam was out of contract, and we'll kind of talk about his situation coming up here. And the rest of them, it's sad to see them go. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe one or two of them stick around. Roster Mania, things can change super quick, so you never know. And seeing Joey leave as well, so just the full team and the coaching staff. I think on the Seattle side, I would like to see them maybe pair a veteran with some young talent and go that development route and really build the core of a winning team instead of the approach they've had the last couple of seasons of getting 4 veterans together and seeing if the chemistry works, and if not, you're just kind of scrambling to make it fit better.
Zay, what do you think?
I think this was a good play. They didn't play the best this year. They probably should have kept Pierce.
I mean,
One
Pierce
of
is
the best
nasty.
ARs
Yeah,
in the
Big
game.
P was that was weird to me.
Pierce
One of
is
the best
nasty.
ARs in the game.
I would think that maybe they would keep Big P, but who knows what their plans are? They might have a squad lined up. I mean, I've heard rumors about certain people. I'm obviously not going to say because I don't want to drop rumors because they're rumors. But they're definitely interested in doing a full squad wipe as you saw. But Big P was weird to me because I thought Gunless is a good. Bro, you see the potential that Gunless has.
Yeah, I
like,
mean,
throughout
bro,
the
the
year,
last
you know?
few titles, there's been an argument for Pierce being the best in the game at a certain time period. So that kid's a talent. So it's interesting with that one for sure.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But like I said, I'm just super curious. I'm curious, and I don't know if they're going to build a team of young players. I don't know if it's going to be straight vets again, like how they've been doing it. Or if they're going to mix it up a little bit. Maybe, you know, some young, some vets. Like, try and find a good, good formula. I see somebody putting Predator, or this guy Pred in the chat. He's what, Aussie? Australia?
Yeah, he's Australian.
Yeah.
So he's Australian. I hear a lot of noise around Pred. I heard rumors about Pred going here. We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. But we'll definitely give our opinions on the roster. I'm sure during the offseason. I'm sure right after Chance we're going to start seeing a lot more roster
Tom,
moves.
COD roster mania goes
Quick.
quick.
Oh,
Quick.
we'll have plenty of content. Tom, why don't you go ahead and pull up Sam's tweet? I think we might as well.
Yeah, we'll pull up Sam's tweet right here. We'll pull up the first one. You talking about this one?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
He gives no fucks.
Sam does not give a fuck. So Octane ends up coming out officially a free agent moving into the offseason. I feel like I watched COD for 2 seasons, but no more baby. In all caps, he tweeted out a gif yelling freedom. As you guys can see on the screen, if you guys are watching on audio, I apologize, but he's just going absolutely nuts. He's going rogue. He's been very public about the Seattle Surge organization. He has. He's been public about it. I don't know if I really like that, but I also don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You know, so it's hard for me to say, but Octane clearly doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck, and I'm sure he has plans lined up. I know a lot of people are talking about LA Thieves. People could see Sam going there. I don't know if that's going to fix their issues, but we'll see how it ends up unfolding. But I'm sure Sam has some stuff locked in, and he's a great player. He's an amazing player, so I don't think he'll have any trouble finding himself on another team. So we'll see how it all goes. I see a lot of people saying Pristini tweet, and I'm actually down to tune in because I did see him tweet something, and I forgot to show you guys, or I forgot to pull it up. But this is a little weird. He said, hey, yo, on a real note, I don't know what I'll be doing. So many things I want to do, and I'm not sure competing is at the top of the list at the moment. I may be taking a break for it all for a bit to regain and maybe pursue other things with gaming. Not sure yet. Love y'all. Weird. What do you guys think about that? Is he quitting?
I don't know. That's kind of like the aura of the tweet that I get. That like saying competing is not the top of the list. But like, what else is Persini really gonna do? Like, does he stream and stuff? Or I don't know. Like, I don't think he streams or makes content. So I don't know. I feel like competing should be at the top of his list. He's a competitor, you know.
Tom, scroll up for a sec because someone made a joke. The joke where someone said something about I'm a Patreon. Go down.
A Patreon. Proceeded coming in with the Patreon. Wait, isn't that like a OnlyFans? Isn't that the same thing?
That's why I was like.
Also, you see OnlyFans is not allowing nudity anymore?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. That's,
Shit, Ben's about to lose full, bro.
Yeah, Ben.
But I agree with you, Tom. I think it's.
I saw an article about that in my moments tab. I was like, what the fuck?
You know, with Persini, I think he's had similar tweets to this in the past. I still think he's an in-demand player. Provides a lot, especially that aggro SMG role, and he can also run an AR pretty well. You've seen his career. I just think with like all roster mania stuff, we got to be careful at this moment in time. Things change so fast in roster mania, and we'll see what happens in September.
Yeah.
It's bro, you know how it
Should be
goes.
hitting the fan like you don't even know what's going on.
You never fucking know.
Nothing's official till pen is on paper.
And listen, a lot of people want to get their voice out there after the year. Austin hit me up, Slasher. He wants to come on the show during the weekend. He said he has a lot to say. JCap hit me up. He wants to come on. It was funny. Wait, were you in the room when we were talking about? Because, like, Austin was kind of having, like, those tweets where, you know, I feel like there was kind of, controversy there between him and Cap, right? And I thought it'd be funny if we had Austin, like, here and he didn't know Cap was here.
Nah,
and
bro, you can't set him up like that, bro.
I'm not going to. But we were making a joke, and we are like, imagine if we were just, like, Austin was talking shit about the team, talking shit about the coach, and they're like, well, Austin, we got Jake Cap here.
walks out the room.
Walks out the bathroom or some shit. Like, we're hiding Cap in a fucking bathroom. Like, how comedy would that be? It'd be like the, what's that show called? Maury,
yeah.
Like the Maury
You
show.
are the father.
Yeah, bro, that would be so funny. But definitely have some people who want to come on the show and speak their mind, which I think is a good thing because I think sometimes getting on a a platform and being able to speak your mind can definitely help your case, because a lot of people don't know what happens internally.
Yeah.
And when people start talking about it more, you get a better understanding of kind of what goes on behind the scenes. So we'll see. Moving forward, we'll definitely get a lot of people in. But want to get into the matches?
Yeah, let's start.
Let's get in, man. Let's get into the matches. We kick things off today with Toronto Ultra going up against Dallas Empire. We got ourselves a banger to kick things off. Honestly, every match is an absolute banger.
The only one that wasn't was the FaZe match, but yeah.
The FaZe New York was bad. We're gonna talk about it, but that was disappointing to see. I thought FaZe played really, really well, and I also thought New York just made so many boneheaded plays. It was hard to watch, man.
This match was lit, though.
This was lit.
This match was lit.
And I want to get your guys' opinions kind of on, because both these teams are in the top 4. So this was a battle. This was an absolute battle. I think Dallas has really been impressing me. I know I said Toronto was going to win. It ended up going, what, about 5-5, right? All the way down to the last
map was sketch.
So it was anybody's game. I need to stop betting against Dallas. I need to start fucking shooting, because I'm always going against Dallas. People are cooking me all the time. But to be fair, they're always playing good teams. So I'm always like, they play FaZe. I'm like, I don't know. They played Toronto. I'm like, I think Toronto's going to... I think Toronto's a better team. But Dallas... They come out today, they fry. The whole team has been phenomenal from top to bottom.
I think Tom, especially Illy, I think has played really well in the last couple of games. We've talked about on the show yesterday. It's like with Dallas, we know we got our sub players, Reese Vivid and Shotzi, but like Krim and Illy have sometimes been a little bit inconsistent. I feel like especially when they play well, those two guys are frying, and they have been all this weekend. So I'm really excited to see them on the winner's side in this finals coming up tomorrow.
For sure.
Ender been playing good.
He has, bro. He's been frying.
Good. Yeah, Ender's playing really good.
And that's what you want to see. You want your ARs to fucking... And Porter's always cracking jokes. I mean, I can show you guys the Porter tweet real quick before we get into the match. Obviously, I got to hide the link, guys, so I don't want you guys to see anything. But check this out, man. Porter came in after the match. He said, after we won, Illy told this OpTic fan who's been heckling / saying he's going to key my car, use suck comments to us all weekend. These words, suck my dick. Suck my dick, Ender said, very loud. Tears of joy came down my face, Porter said. He is the Robin to my Batman. Oh, that's nice. That's cute. That's so cute. Then Porter tweets this photo, followed by this photo.
This is the LeBron picture, bro. This is the LeBron Ender, bro.
This is fucking comedy. Followed by this photo. So, Porter, man, he's always fucking around. He's a fucking...
I think Crim's hilarious, bro.
Bro, so it was funny. So today, Porter was smoking a bogue, like, outside because he was taking a break. And whenever Porter smokes a bogue, I go outside with him and we just chill and we just talk. And we were in, like, this secret spot where we weren't allowed to be. But the problem is, like, where people smoke is, like, way too far from the player lounge or where the players warm up. So Porter found this little spot, like, on a patio where we're not allowed to go. Like, nobody's allowed up there or whatever. So Porter was smoking a bogue, and these 2 security guards walk out. And they're like, you can't smoke here. You can't be up here. What are you doing? And Porter goes, but nobody knows we're up here. Like, we're good. Like, nobody knows we're here. The other thing is to whatever. And he's like, bro, there's cameras. Like, there's cameras. People see you smoking. You're not allowed up here. And Porter's like, there's no fucking cameras. I scouted the whole area. Right? I already scanned the whole area. He said this to the security guard.
I'm trying to find
I said, I look up, right? I look up. I see a camera right on the wall. I said, Porter, there's a camera right there. You're a fucking moron. And Porter goes, fuck, dude. I didn't fucking scan it properly, bro. And I was like, dude, let's go inside, man. We're getting yelled at. We fucking ended up going inside. And then 30 minutes later, Porter went back to the same spot and smoked another bogue.
Porter's hilarious.
He'd be a good Navy SEAL.
Porter is just a Navy SEAL?
Yeah.
Well, we cannot be letting him anywhere around all that type of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But let's get back into the match. Dallas, they find themselves with a little bit of a lead here.
They trolled right here, to be honest. If you want to rewind it, they should have put this game away earlier, and it should on this hill. They let them spawn in the back.
Yeah.
What you doing, baby?
I feel like teams like, bro, New York did the same thing. They don't block these spawns.
This game should have been put away right here, almost at a reach, and they just let Toronto spawn in the back on a full setup, and then they break the hill, and Toronto comes back in the game, and then you have to like clutch up. Yeah. So that's a big fumble right there. They can't be doing that if they want to win this tournament.
Bro, you're at COD Champs. I don't understand why I keep seeing teams not blocking spawns.
Yeah.
Like, you would think that the top 8 teams, you're at Champs, very good players, like these little things that is just day one COD would be fixed, and nobody would be making these kind of mistakes. But even a team like Dallas Empire is making mistakes like that, and it costed them. Like Lamar said, this could have been over here. And instead, they gave a chance to Toronto to kind of, fight back into it. Cammy's incredible.
Cammy is a
Cammy's
fucking
disgusting.
animal.
He is really, really fucking
He's
good.
so
bro.
good.
Bro. And the thing is, Cammy's always been good, but has he always been this good?
Nah, he got this good at MW.
Yeah.
Like, underratedly good at MW,
Yeah.
and then, like, this game, he, like, really,
Well,
really
Tom, we
shined.
used to like sit in TeamSpeak, and then like Nick Classic would come. And be like,
Nicola
bro,
loved him.
Bro, I'd be like, Killer Cam did like this, and this.
Killer
thing. Like,
Cam.
okay.
That's what he called
Like,
him, Nicky
okay,
D.
bro.
Classic. Well, go ahead, Ben. You
And I was
wanna
saying,
say?
and then this guy showed up on everyone's radar last year, and I think he's been running through, bro. He's become one of the top 3 flex players. You want to consider that a role still in the game, and I feel like time and time again today, and we'll talk about what's on the checkmate. Like this guy's just making plays on the map.
Yeah, he's making plays. He's just, it's not only just a talent with him, he's smart. Like, he makes the right plays. You never see him do dumb shit. He's a good teammate, good dude, and he's just so fucking talented. Like, he just shoots fucking missiles out of his fucking, honestly, anything. Whatever the fuck he's using, he's always changing guns. He's always doing different
he's
stuff.
nasty. He's nasty.
So, Cammy just does it all, man, and he's definitely the superstar for this team. So, he's having a hell of a year, man. A hell of a year. Toronto hasn't placed any worse than top 3 this year. With Insight.
Damn.
The first
That's
event was
crazy.
in
Yeah,
That's crazy.
But without
Yeah.
with Insight, the best, they placed top 3 the whole year, and they're in the top 4 now at COD Champs.
This play was nice by Shotzi. Let's
Hella
double rewind
nice.
that. Let's get an instant
Yeah,
replay.
rewind that.
Instant replay of Shotzi's rogue movement.
He's already on a
eliteness.
5 streak too.
Going back to the gas, I mean, this kid deserves gas too. I mean,
Just
this
plays the right way.
He
Look
did.
at
He just always
Yeah,
says he
right.
plays the right way.
People aren't doing this.
He's
They're
not,
not.
I mean, they're not, bro. Look at him, bro. He's so
Look at
annoying,
him.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking
I just
god.
give up.
He's so annoying. The way he just slides around, he drops the fucking streaks. He's a fucking beast. I was talking to him backstage too. He's a fucking animal, bro. He's very confident, but always hyped up, ready to go. So he's a good dude, man. He has a play style that nobody can replicate.
Yeah,
Nobody can replicate.
He's disgusting.
You don't even need to see the Shotzi name. You just know it's him just by watching the gameplay. But Dallas are able to clutch up. Maybe a little bit of a misplay out of them towards the end, but they dominated most of that map. I think they came out hot, and they were able to take the first one. But then things got a little bit interesting, Ben, as we went on in Lamar. Things got a little bit crazy. Ben, we'll let you kick it off with map number 2 on an express search and destroy.
Yeah, this one was a little bit of a heater. We went to round 10. I think it was a 6-4. Was it 6-3?
Talk up a little bit too, Ben.
You want me to let you close it?
Oh
No,
yeah.
you're good. I just talk with your chest, Ben. Talk with your
Oh,
fucking
good.
chest.
I actually, we were talking, I don't know if we talked on the show, we were talking kind of like outside. I really was looking forward to this matchup because I think both these teams have a really interesting S&D game. And after watching some horrific S&Ds, yesterday I was excited to see some top-level S&D teams kind of square up against each other. I've seen a lot of Dallas on this map. I think Krim, came on our show once and, talked about how he's really good at all these Black Ops 2 maps. But Toronto, man, I honestly think, in terms of all the teams, and I don't know if you feel this way, Tom, I think Toronto's got the best S&D teamwork.
They do.
I fully agree.
I agree.
I fully agree.
It's their teamwork.
The plays that happen in S&D for them do not happen on accident.
No.
They're doing it on purpose. It's calculated, and it happens consistently.
Yep.
They're executing the same type of plays consistently, and that is a very, very tippable move to be able to replicate it all the time.
And it's not just their teamwork, because that's just a very broad statement. It's their mid-round situational decision making as a team.
Yeah.
They're so decisive with their decision making and what they're doing around the map. Their mid-round adjustments, you can tell that they're just always on the same page and that they always know what they're doing. You see that? Bro, only Cammy is winning shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Porter got shit on. But Cammy, he's a beast. Porter's been playing well, by the way. He's been doing his fucking thing. It's crazy to me that some of these guys are still pushing, Clay, Porter, Scump. These guys are still performing. They're still doing their thing. But I agree. Toronto's the best S&D team by far. Was there anything that you would have changed up, Ben, from either of these teams? Anything that caught your eye that you thought, somebody
I'll
was
be honest,
fucking up?
Tom, we were in the car, so I kind of missed the end of this match.
Yeah, this one was tough for us, man, because at least I had a rough morning, so this is hard for me to watch. Did you watch this?
Not much of this map.
So, Chad, what the fuck happened? I'm just playing. But we can skim through it and watch it. I have no problem. It's always hard at events when you're busy running around, or at least for me, I'm running around doing shit. It's hard for me to pay attention to all the matches. But I did catch the end of it, so I definitely know what the fuck's going on there. But, Ben, go through this map a little bit. Let's see if we can break down some of the shit, how it went by. Looks like Dallas got themselves a little bit of a lead here off the rip. Vivid's been doing his fucking thing as well. Fucking Reese has been fucking frying. I know a lot of people have been talking about Clay going back to Dallas, but I don't know if we're going to be seeing any team changes here from any of these guys, man. I feel like Dallas has a good roster here, but we'll see. We'll see as time goes on. Ben, why do you keep skipping? I can't even watch
I'm
it.
trying to find like a good moment. Just watch you guys.
Well, right here, we got a 2-2 split from Toronto.
Bro, Toronto is good at this fucking map. I don't know why people keep playing them on it, to be honest. I mean, Dallas is also good at it, but I'm just saying for the future,
Toronto's so good at like
Toronto's really good at this
rotating
map.
between A and B. It's like I feel like so many teams are like way too slow, and then just give a team a free bomb plant and free pressure. Like,
Bro, that 2-2 split that they just did, so many teams are doing that now.
Yeah.
Because
they set the meta for this map. They do really good late flanks. They
set the meta for Moscow too.
Yeah.
When they break ankles in mid-map. I mean, the 2-2 split is always interesting. Like to see Toronto send 2B and then have 2 hold A. It's a good play because if you make noise at one side, you're gonna catch people biting on the other side of the map, and the other team is just not gonna know what you're doing. They're not gonna know what bomb site you're playing, what you're hitting. So I like the play to mix things up and kind of have like an unorthodox type of play style. Dallas went up 3-1. Looks like Toronto was able to bring it back a little bit. Now, once it gets to that 3-3 mark, you see both teams slow it down, right? Toronto, they end up getting the map control, but it looks like Dallas is trying to work the map, trying to be a little bit more methodical. You see that number 6 is Shotzi, who's able to push all the way up and kind of get that map control. It looks like Toronto did a B stack and just kind of got eyes on A, which is a good play. I feel like that's like the basic on defense.
That's like the meta for this map is always stack one site and then just hard retake the other. That's like, I feel like what every team does. They just always stack one side, hard retake the other. Blind counters.
Now that you're here, because I was bringing this up yesterday, because Zinni was bitching about certain teams like 4-stacking sites and stuff, and I was saying like the VOD review. You know, if teams like to go somewhere, how much preparation do you think these guys are giving here or doing going into these matches?
VOD prep is very, very important because I feel like in the league, a lot of teams don't really change up what they do in S&D too much. Like especially when it's working, they kind of just stick to the game plan. Until they start changing it up mid-game when they get, like, hard countered or something. But they'll do it until it works, and then they're like, okay, now we might have to adjust. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix.
Speaking of adjustments, I want to talk about this play. So we've seen a lot of teams, like, struggle with his retake on A, especially sliding out here to the side. I really watch what Kleenex does in this situation, how I team shell this.
Let's take a look. I heard apparently Kleenex pops off here and does some crazy shit.
Oh. That's some good baits.
How did he get a kill?
He got a kill and stayed alive, bro.
Damn, he got 2.
That's some entry fragger.
It's just a great bait and switch. You're going high-low, right? Because he's shouting high, then sliding low. It's just a really good way to sort of drag auto in.
Who the fuck did he kill?
He killed the kid laying down to the left, right here, Vivid?
It didn't even look like it looked like here that he just jumped like...
Across,
because Shotzi's aim went up and you couldn't see his body. So it didn't even look like he looked. But Kleenex went absolutely fucking massive right there. Ben, they're telling you to stop skipping because you're going fucking rogue.
Yeah, I'm skipping all the stuff in between maps. Everybody chill.
I mean,
let him know, Ben. Let him know.
Damn, Ben. Damn.
Put your foot down.
But that's a really good retake. You see a lot of teams really starting to work their retakes. People have no problem letting teams plant. I personally don't like it. I hate retakes.
Same.
I don't like retakes.
I agree. I'm on the same page. I don't like retaking.
It just, even as a player, whenever the other team got the bomb down, it just always felt like, you know, you have to just go on a fucking man.
I'd rather fight and die before they plant than retake most of the time.
Me too.
Depending on the bomb site, but like majority of the time, I'd rather like make the play before.
Once
they get set up, like it's kind of hectic.
Yeah, I agree. It depends on the map too. Like some bomb sites on some maps are really easy to break. But like I don't know. Personally, I just don't like getting the bomb, or I don't like letting bombs go down.
Because it's just so easy to make plays after the bomb's planted for you. You just stay alive and fucking.
And then you see Toronto, they build themselves a little bit of a lead. They go up 5-3. Dallas bounces back with a strong B hit. This is what you normally see on this map. This is like the default. They just fucking bang out B. They work some trades. They work the kills. Insight's left on his own. And he ends up getting taken down. Ben, whenever I want you to skip, you don't skip. And then whenever I need you to stay, you fucking stay. 5-4. Let's see what Toronto does here. So it's a fucking 5-4 round. Toronto.
There's a funnel round of the map.
I like. They have 2 players playing on an island, so I like this. Dallas decides to push all the way through. Inside with the blood to kick things off. He gets straight out though.
How did Kleenex get one too?
Oh, this guy fucking did Insight finesse here.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this guy's finessing.
Finesse, go.
Oh, dude, Reese lost full. Great plays out of Insight in the back. He was able to go off and he popped the kill and stayed alive, which is very difficult to do.
I don't like that play out of Dallas though. I feel like when you do a hard stack on defense, you have to at least get info on the other bomb site and watch crosses or something. They kind of played super blind at A. And even if they went a little faster, like Toronto realized that and got their base control, so it's like almost like it doesn't even matter.
You think they should rotate back and just take it back from
No, well, I think Crim should be playing like their cat area or something to at least get info on A, and you that way you can tell your team like, yo, they cross the bomb, go faster, or you're like, okay, we have them all trapped in Lokkr's area, and like you can know. But when you have no info on that side, they can just push through, and then you retake their side. It doesn't even matter. You know what I mean?
Insight with 10 and 5-2, 2.0 on the S&D. That kid is always frying in Surge. Always.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but he's always doing his fucking thing. And then we go into a control. We go into a control checkmate.
This is the Ben Band show. This map.
Yeah, he was making plays.
Yeah.
I mean, he was making fucking plays. It came down to the wire. A lot of finessing. It's all plane control. It's all mid-map control.
He's got such a unique playstyle, Tom. Like, he's not like a super flashy player in the way he's going to take wide chows and just kind of like gun people. He just plays super methodical. All these like really good credit grimy spots, and he parlays those into like multi kills like I've never seen anyone do before.
John Bands?
Yeah.
He has really good spots, bro. Ben has really good spots.
Look at the way Shotzi played this hill. Did you see that?
Such a loser.
Like, he's literally, bro.
It makes me lose full, bro.
It's like the way he
But it's
plays.
so good, which makes me lose full.
It's the way he plays is just so unorthodox. Dallas with a really good break off, man. Like, if Inder didn't get naded right there, they might have almost been close to capping that. But Dallas was able to get 2 ticks on B right away with a good break, which you don't see often. Usually you see teams playing for this A site. You see Dallas starting to rotate over to that now. But I think the main thing to pay attention to is Toronto just maintaining that map control, because as long as you have that plane area to map, that mid-map, it's pretty much chalked if you're on the point. You can't really do much. Benjamin Bance picking up a big 2-piece to break on in, and then this is when the fucking bloodbath starts.
Stomping shit
I'm gonna skip through most of this.
Yeah, skip through. I mean, the controls are like the ones where
it's a lot of spawn trapping.
I mean, guys, this checkmate control spawn trap is so fucking annoying to be in, especially now. A lot of you guys don't know what it's like, and this is not me taking shots or anything, but a lot of people have never played against a pro team and know what it's like to be put in a spawn trap against a pro team. It is fucking difficult to get out of that shit. I'm sure you guys have been put in the trap in league play or some shit, but never against a fucking pro team, and I promise you, it is fucking difficult, man.
Nah, it's
it
like
is not hard.
when we play league play when we're 4 squatted up.
Yeah.
We're just trapping the shit out of people.
Bro, me, Lamar, Scump, and Methods, Zinni, we tried the 250-0 a team in hardpoint in league play for
Zinni costed us, bro.
Zinni costed
What did he do? What
for
happened?
50 gifted each, and we were 200-0 on the last rotation, and Zinni died anew to a guy new. I don't know. It was a miscommunication apparently. Zinni started bitching, but
Guys, I gotta go.
you're good, Z.
Yeah.
Nice.
Zoomafia.
Later, Z. Let's
See
get
ya.
a win in the chat. Show
Let
Z
me
some
know if you
love.
wanna do something later.
Yeah, I'll be chilling. Later, bro. Thanks
See
for
you
coming.
later.
Thanks for
Have a
coming
good
out,
show.
bro. Thank you, bro. And we go into the other side. So it's Ultra who's able to clutch up on a defense. Does anybody win an offense here, Ben? Because I feel like nobody wins offenses anymore.
No, Ultra won an offense.
Okay, well that's good. That's how they won it.
I
on the
like this
offense.
play out of Ben a lot though. He was buying so much time during that play, getting in their wood like
Yeah.
that.
He's always buying time. That's what Benjamin Bance does. The best thing you can do is to pop kills and stay alive and finesse around the map. It's just it's frustrating. It's hard to keep track of people, and it's really, really hard to play against. You see Dallas, they're bouncing back here on defense. I think it was Toronto who was able to take the first offense to close out the map, but even when teams are able to capture points, this one came down, was pretty close. A 4-4
that got
life
a little
advantage.
sketch, bro.
Well, Toronto kind of threw this, but they were up. They were up 11-6 in the lives, 12-6.
Let's see.
They actually had a really good chance here to just kind of close it out, and
Big win.
They got a big blood. They popped it off with a first blood, and then it was Ender who went big right here.
Porter
That was a
got
big
2-piece
kill,
too.
and then Porter popped a 2. So Ender and Porter going absolutely off. Ender and Porter have been getting a lot of hate this year. A lot of people always say Dallas struggles with the ARs, but they are sure doing their thing at champs, and they've been doing their thing the last couple events. I mean, these guys are on point.
All of Dallas's placing is like second, third, second, and then they have like a bad event, and then they got like what top 6 from the top 6.
Yeah.
Like their placings are really good, and people are acting like their ARs are like the worst players in the league. It's like, bro, they're placing high.
So if Dallas were to win this event, is that whole Mickey Mouse ring gimmick gonna go away?
Hell yeah, it better go away. It better go away.
It should go away for sure. I definitely think it should, but we'll see. I think Dallas has a good chance of winning the event. I do. They're playing really fucking good.
They're playing hella good. They have a very good.
But
chance.
you just never know, because now you have a Minnesota team who came back from the last major, and now they're in the top 4 again. You have Dallas, who's been looking unstoppable. You have Toronto, who's been top 3 all year, and you have FaZe, who look unfucking.
I want to address this person in the chat. He said Illy had a bottom 2 KD for an AR at the beginning of the year for the first 2 majors. What did they get at the first 2 majors? Second and third. Like, damn, it don't matter what he was dropping. They got second and third, bro. That's really, really good.
Yeah, that's good placings. They had good, bro. If you're placing top 3 and people on the team are negative, then who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? They're playing the game the right way, and they're clearly outplaying their opponents. And sometimes it might not show in the stat sheet. That's just how it is. I think Inders is one of those players that no matter what he's dropping, he's impactful.
Yeah.
You know, like he's annoying to play against. He's a hard kill on the map. If he's not getting a kill, he's at least making you one shot. And when you play with somebody like that, it's easy to play the game. It's good to have a teammate like that. And Ender, man, like the way he's able to play his life in finesse, he's a smart player. He's not dumb. He's really smart, and they know his potential. They know his ceiling. And I'm happy that Dallas didn't pull the plug on him early, because a lot of people were trying to get Dallas to pull the
they
plug.
were trying to get Ender dropped.
Everybody.
That was the word from the community. Drop Illy, drop
Everybody.
Illy.
It was all over Reddit, Twitter, social media, this, that, Instagram. My dad even said something to me once. He goes, Illy's not playing good. On Instagram, they say he's not playing good. I said, Pop, I don't know. I don't know what they're saying on Instagram. But he's showing out here today. Then we go into a 4th map after Toronto was able to clutch up the control. They win the offense. And then Dallas was able to push this to a map number 5. We go into a Moscow hardpoint. Porter with a little 4-piece to kick things off at his P3 hill to bring them back into this game a little bit. Dallas plays Moscow really well.
They're good at this map.
They're really good at this map. They're just disciplined. They're so disciplined.
They've been picking this map for a while now. They're good at it.
They're really fucking disciplined, and I think it's just really hard to play.
I'm actually curious, what did Toronto veto to let Moscow in? Because I know Toronto doesn't really play Moscow.
What did they veto? I don't know. Ben, do you know what they vetoed?
I'll have to go back.
I feel like Toronto's like veto for a long time, right?
Yeah.
People were saying they vetoed Garrison in this series, which kind of makes sense to me.
Who vetoed Garrison?
You were saying that Toronto vetoed Garrison.
Interesting. Very interesting. To me, this is just one of Dallas's bread and butters. For sure. It doesn't make any sense.
Well,
Actually, it makes complete sense. It just kind of fits their playstyle.
Toronto only got like another 20 points on this map.
No way.
Yeah, it was ended up being 250 to 118.
Everybody's spamming Paco tweets, so I'm going to take a look while you guys talk about this. But
no, I mean, Dallas just kind of pulls away. They do a really good job on this P2, and then we go ahead and break P3, and they just kind of like chain a bunch of these hills together, and they blow Toronto out in the second rotation, Tom.
Yeah, it's just a second rotation, and it's really annoying to play a team that's super disciplined, and there's nothing worse than having Shotzi play different corners, and even Vivid. Vivid is a fucking L trigger machine, bro.
Yeah.
All he does is L trigger walking around the map. He never has his gun down. Like he's a heads up player, man.
Yeah.
Like he's a hard player to play against. So this squad is looking deadly. They're looking deadly.
I think Dallas has slowly become the best P2 team in the game on Moscow. I don't know if you've noticed, but like they're really good at breaking that hill, and they're really good at setting up crossfires when they actually hold. Like they don't like.
Huge.
They play aggressive, but they don't like take stupid ego challenges. They do a really good job of forcing teams to push into them and just like giving themselves easy gunfights with team shots.
Yep.
That was a huge 2-piece out of Ender.
Yeah.
That was big. That was really big. Right here,
Set
we're
him up to
rotating
close
over
the
to
game out.
P3. Yep. I think if Dallas, once Ender popped 2 off rotation and they were able to, make this set up a little bit mixy, this one was all over. This Vivid pop 2 right here. Oh, he almost popped 2.
But to be honest, you'll take this mixiness because it shouldn't have even been mixy.
Take the mixiness.
You'll take it.
You'll see a lot of teams do that, chat, when they lose rotation. Their goal is not to get time, but just to make it hectic and make sure the other team doesn't get time.
Yeah.
But Dallas were able to break in through the front, and they picked a guy in the hill, and they broke in through elbow. So just getting kills and making it mixy allowed them to get in and allowed them to make
Big
plays.
humongous Porter with the streaks.
Crim6 is 20-9 right now, guys. He's absolutely fucking frying. This guy is having a fucking day. It's nice to see Porter doing this shit, man. This guy's absolutely fucking hitting form, man. He's hitting fucking form. We go into the street hill. This hill is all bus control. You guys know how it is. When you're coming through the front, you can't even see people in the fucking bus.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta squint. Lamar knows because he's an AR player.
Bruh.
You squinting, looking at that bus.
I'm just shooting. Hopefully I start getting hit markers, and then I just try to shoot that area.
So hard, man.
I can't see nobody in the bus.
It's so hard. And then right here, I mean, at this point, as long as you get the trophies down, get some people on hill, Dallas pretty much just sends this to a map number 5, man.
Yeah, we'll skip to the map 5 because Toronto get 2 more points after this. So
Realistically, chat, this series was back and forth like crazy. You could tell that these top 4 teams, man, I'm telling you, you cannot predict who's winning this tournament. You can't.
I was excited, Tom, to watch a good Game 5 raid. This did not disappoint. We're going to walk through most of these rounds. I have a couple of notes on things to cover. It starts off, I think the first round actually gets kind of wild. Porter goes absolutely rogue here.
I like that though.
This guy
Honestly,
went fucking
I
nuts,
like
man.
that
You
Porter
like
did
that
that. I like that play because, bro, if he plants the bomb and just slides away or something, it's chalk.
It's chalk,
Round's
bro.
fucking over, bro.
It's
You
chalk.
kill him before he plants and dive doing that is
Yep.
way better than just letting him
But
plant.
you don't
Yeah.
think he should like kind of wait here for a sec for the guy from basketball to kind of.
But once
support
he
him?
died on hit, once he
Nah,
died
if
on the
he
bomb,
waited- if he
right
waited-
here, like once he died on the bomb, he definitely
Yeah,
went
yeah,
over
yeah.
there.
Yeah, he
went
went.
over
Now-
But if he waited for the guy to get to basketball, the guy would have got the bomb plant
Yeah.
off, and then at that point it doesn't matter if he dies.
Who the fuck
So
did Porter
after
think
his
he was?
teammate caught the bomb guy somehow, he should have waited, of course. But I like the thought process of going while they're trying to get the bomb
Yeah.
down. You know what I'm saying?
And look what it leads to. Porter's able to get the guy off the bomb, or somebody naded him off the bomb, but the pressure from Porter definitely helped.
Yeah, yeah.
And just like that, you know, without the bomb going down, other
You're
people
chalk.
from Dallas are able to make plays and get eyes on bomb.
Yeah,
You're
I
chalk.
like that. I like that Porter did that because I feel like I've said it on this show so many times before. Like, stop letting people plan B bomb on raid. You're
Yep.
not gonna win the retake. It
Nope.
happens once every 30 times that you win a retake.
It somehow miraculously happens on this map. But we'll watch
Yeah.
it, but, like,
It does, bro. It happens on this map a lot, and, you know, we end up switching sides. Dallas is able to take the first defense. On offense, there were some trades being worked mid-map. Things got a little hectic. Crim6 again, able to find a gap, pick up another kill, make it a 3v2 situation. Now you have people like Insight and Cammy. They're down in numbers. They feel the need to make a play. Insight, he ends up pushing all the way around, but he's going to get
he
taken
lost
down.
full.
Yeah, Dallas is playing patient. Like, they
Yeah.
were letting the game come to them. You know, when Dallas gets their bloods, whenever they get a pick, they take their time. They don't
Yeah.
rush anything. They play smart. They always play together. And they do a good job predicting their opponents. They really do. You see Toronto going with an all-out A hit here. Dallas retaking. I feel like teams now, they always just four retake the back.
Oh.
Always. It's like the new go-to. Bans went huge right here. I remember Bans popped a two-piece. This map was fucking nuts. I was going crazy watching
sometimes
this
it's a wild
map.
map.
So what happened in this map, chat, is Dallas ended up going up 5-2, and then Toronto ended up bringing it all the way back and pushing it to around 11, where Dallas was able to clutch up. So it just seems like Dallas had so much momentum at the beginning of the game. I was talking to Rambo Ray a little bit after the fact, and he said he was getting gray hairs, that he was so fucking stressed out.
Dude, this shit was stressful to watch.
We'll
I
watch
couldn't
the
imagine
rounds from
playing.
here because
It was.
this was the round where Vivid got an ace. We'll watch it play out.
Vivid, man. He's another one who's just
Shout
really
out Reese
been...
Vivid. He's in the chat, Tom. I saw him earlier.
I like-
Shout out Reese, bro.
I like the way Reese plays in S&D, bro. He's been doing it last year and this year. Like, he plays with no fear in his heart, man. That shit is important.
That's how
to
you
win
have to
S&D.
play.
That's
Yeah.
where you win big-time S&D moments.
Yep.
When you play with no fear in your heart and big-time S&D moments, like, it's going to work out.
100%. You have to play with confidence. Like
Yeah.
if you hesitate in S&D, it's gonna kill you. It's gonna kill you. Call of Duty comes down to a game. It's a game of
Yeah.
seconds. It really is. Look at Porter Army crawling across the window. Like because it's Porter. Like that's just so fucking funny. But I like to play from Dallas.
Tom, you know when he goes to the gun range, he's practicing that movie.
Yeah, bro. He's a fucking moron. Interesting out of Toronto to give up the A site.
Yeah, yeah.
They just gave it up.
Yeah.
They stacked it. I guess they showed B. Dallas showed B.
Oh.
Vivid won a
That
big
was
fight
a
there.
good-ass snap,
was
bro.
huge.
Rewind that,
That
low-key.
was
Rewind
huge.
that.
That
That
was
was a
huge, bro.
good shot,
Because
man.
I don't even think Vivid was looking at
Yeah,
him
no,
there.
that was a really good shot.
But I thought it was interesting.
Oh, him with the shimmy.
I thought it was interesting that Toronto just gave up this side again. Dallas took full advantage of it, of course. They get the bomb down, and just like that, Dallas, they're working through mid. Toronto has no idea where they are, and they're able to finish up this round. He kills them all.
Yeah, obviously, Tom. Thank you.
Yeah.
Real sick analysis there.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yo, you're a clown, bro.
Because I didn't get this ace. He kills them all, man. But this was a
Oh.
big win. Because if he would have lost that,
It coulda got sketched.
Toronto
Yeah.
could have definitely clutched this up.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you have Shotzi snake in the window. So it's pretty much
We'll
chalk.
always have snakes like that. I mean, you know.
Yeah, it's typical.
You gotta tip the snakes. You definitely. Oh, I gotta tell you guys a story about snaking. So RJ and MC Selim were walking on a sidewalk, and there was an OpTic fan with his mom,
Oh,
like
here we
standing
go.
behind them, like walking behind them. And the OpTic fan's mom was saying, "That's the kid who snakes. That's the kid
No!
who snakes." Right there, that's the
No,
kid who
there's
snakes.
no way.
And
Shut up, bro.
RJ and MC are like, "Is this lady serious?
Shut
like,
up, bro.
Is she fucking
There's
serious?"
no way.
Yeah, bro. True story.
No, stop, bro.
True
There's
fucking
no
story.
way, bro.
Yeah. It was a kid with an OpTic jersey on and a mom.
And his mom was like, "That's the kid who's
Yeah,
snakes."
yeah.
Come
And I'm
on,
just saying, I'm
dog.
like, that's fucking hilarious.
Bro,
like, that is
I
so
would lose
fucking funny.
composure if my mom said something like that,
I
bro.
think that's fucking hilarious. I'm just sitting there, I'm like, dude, like that's fucking so funny to me. Like, it's cool to see parents like knowing shit.
Yeah, well, that's funny, bro.
It's funny.
I guess you gotta tip it.
No,
bro.
you gotta
That's
tip
funny.
it. I thought it was funny. I just couldn't believe she actually said it in front of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can hear you. You know, like we hear you loud and clear. But it's always interesting to me when parents like know shit. Like my mom knows about COD. Like she knows about shit. Like I don't know how they just got into it.
My parents just like remember players that I played with. Like so
Yeah,
whenever they
yeah,
watch
yeah,
and they're like, oh yeah, that kid
yeah,
was on your team,
yeah,
but they don't
yeah.
like follow the scene.
I wanted to talk about these next couple rounds. So I thought this was a really good retake from Dallas. Really good counter to sort of the A plan, sort of pinch in the other team and get them stuck in laundry and sort of push them to make a couple mistakes here. You're going to see that Ben Vance gets picked, and then from there, they just kind of play the numbers game. Not sure if Toby really needs to chow two guys there, but Dallas is able to kind of collapse here and, like I said, go 5-2 in the map.
Bro, that was crazy. Vincent would have got that kill and then killed the kid on bomb. Because he stopped shooting at the first guy.
Yeah.
Could have killed him. And then if he tagged the kid on bomb, he could have slid out the window and killed him and got away. Like, that was a good try out of Insight
That's a
for
play
sure.
that he sometimes randomly just pulls out of his ass and makes.
It's like what the kid is capable of.
Yeah.
But this is where things start to fall apart for Dallas. Toronto was able to bounce back with a round. It's now 3-5. Originally they were down 2-5. Now it's 3-5. Toronto, again, working that A bomb site. They end up hitting it out. They get it down right away. They make Dallas, they force the hand onto Dallas. They get the bomb down, and Dallas is pretty much chalked here. They have to push. It's nice to see them plant for Laundry and get control of Laundry, because we saw yesterday with OpTic that they planted for Laundry and then went back to Art. So it fucked them against New York. So it was good to see these guys play aggressive and stack the right side of the map. So good plays out of Toronto to bring it back. What do you think was the problem with Dallas to close out the rest of this match?
Dude, I want to go back and talk about this round because I think that Shotzi gets like the worst timing of all time here.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't see him.
Yeah.
He doesn't see him, which is crazy, bro.
First of all, how do you even get a
super
two-piece?
in the corner. You don't know what his like FOV is, but like at least
He's
on
spinning
Podcaster.
really fast here.
Yeah. He just,
Bro, that's hard to see though.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Bro, and then Shotzi just kept winning gunfights, so I was like, dude, how? You know? This guy was going absolutely rogue. Big plays out of Toronto to bring this one back, though. They made things really fucking interesting.
Bro.
I saw
the round.
I saw Dallas get off the stage stressing,
Yeah,
bro. They were like,
this is the
Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you, this is the round. Toronto pulled some. This is COD Champs magic. This round is literally only COD Champs magic.
I think Insight's got hacks on.
We need to get a check on that one.
Was it Insight who did that?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
Insight,
like
right?
somehow Cam. So like this.
Yeah,
round
rewind
starts
that
out,
real quick. Yeah.
Like so, he's watching Outer.
No, he's not even watching anything.
But does the guy come water stairs? Is that how he does?
You can't.
it?
Where Cam's sitting, you can't see anything.
No, he just straight charges and Cam's just not. Yeah, weird.
Cammy
See,
got...
no fear in Vivid's heart, bro. He just ran straight out to the bomb
Bro, he's
site.
like, damn, got the back.
He
Yeah.
had no idea Cammy was there either until he shot, which is
Literally.
fucking nuts.
I don't agree with that play out of Cam though. I feel like if you're
solo challenge.
if you're gonna go there, I feel like you should use the AR and actually like take peeks to where you can get the early info or
Yeah.
maybe get a pick.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna use a sub and like no show, commit to the no show. Like
Yeah.
play the no show. You know?
Maybe he's just using a sub to get the info and then play corners in Tiki.
Yeah, but
Like, you know?
the thing about it is when you play corners in Tiki and
You're
they
gonna
know
get
you're there
overwhelmed,
and they
yeah.
know you're there, it sucks. So if you're
Yeah.
gonna use a sub and go over there, I feel like you should commit to the no show.
Yeah.
If you're gonna peek and stuff, take the AR and like get the
Yeah, that makes
information. You might
sense.
get a pick.
Yeah, that makes sense
So
for sure.
I had a like. I think where this round starts to fall apart is what Shotzi does in a situation. So 29 seconds left, 30 seconds left. It's a 3v2. If you're Shotzi, you are lucky to get a kill in this situation. But the most important thing you can do is stall and like give so much time for your ARs or post it up, top laundry, bottom laundry to win this round. Instead, he kind of keeps shouldering and just kind of gives a free.
He's
That's
shimmy-
very
he-
unlike him to
yeah,
die.
yeah, yeah.
That's
He-
very unlike him to
See,
die in that
he
situation.
wasn't
But I agree with
challenging.
you.
Yeah.
He was throwing a shimmy. He just threw it too wide.
Yeah,
He
I agree
threw it
with Ben
too
though.
wide
He
and
just
got poked.
if Shotzi just stays alive right there, the round's over.
Yeah.
But that's very uncharacteristic of him to die
It
in a
is.
situation like
And Illy
that.
gets like miraculously wallbanged.
Did he see him right there? Rewind it real quick. I think he saw him for a second.
I think
bro.
he did. I think he saw him. Let's see.
I'm
Instant
like
gets
squinting,
one.
trying to see. Let's see.
Let's see here.
Boy got Hawkeyes.
He
Oh, yeah, he
saw
saw
him,
him. Yeah,
saw
he
him.
saw him. So he just wallbanged. That's
saw him.
crazy.
This guy Ender tried to hit the tightest shimmy ever to
Yeah.
check on, bro. He saw his fucking gun stick out, bro. Unbelievable. Toronto, bringing it back one round at a time.
Bro.
I was losing it, bro.
If
go to
you're
round
Dallas and
11.
you choke that round, that round, if you replay it literally 900 times, they win it like 898 times.
Oh, if
you
Dallas
know?
lost this map, they would have lost composure.
Yeah.
They would have lost composure. And then we go into round 11, and Dallas goes for a 4-stack B hit. They go for a 4-stack B hit. Toronto goes for a mid hit. Honestly, Toronto looks like they're in a good spot here. They get mid control. And Dallas just challenges full stairs and just gets the blood.
Can you rewind that real quick, Ben? Sorry.
Like, look at this shit, bro. that, like, I'm thinking Toronto was like they
In
had
a
mid
good
control.
situation, yeah.
Like, I'm thinking Toronto's on defense and mid control. They're in the hot seat here. Like, they're in a good spot. But Dallas with a big blood here. Insight was able to trade it right back. But if you're on the offense, that's what you want. You want trades. You want it to be Mixie, and that's exactly what happened. Sorry for the yawns, by the way. I've been up since 7 a.m. Been up since fucking 7 a.m., so I'm definitely very tired. I've been working all day. But good plays out of Dallas to find that blood. Good bounce back at the Insight. And I like how Dallas had enforced the plan.
Yeah, after that, you got to take your time.
They slowed it down. They slowed it down a lot.
I'm not a fan of the spot
Yeah,
on Ben Vance, bro.
Ben plays some interesting spots, but
This one I'm not a
I think
fan
this
of.
one was not. You know, assuming maybe that his teammate has his mid, kind of Cammy's rotating back and forth, but he doesn't.
But even if Cammy was looking mid,
Yeah,
he wouldn't have been able to see him.
Yeah,
he would have been able to edge the wall just like this, and he would
Yeah.
have killed him regardless, you know?
Yeah. Good play out of Shotzi, man. I mean, he's just finding picks, bro. He was able to pick another one, make it a 3v2 situation. I thought Insight was going to get eyes on bomb here, but he ends up finding one, makes it a 2v2. And then I think Cammy kind of went a little rogue.
Damn, what was that timing? Was Ender ready for that, or was that just kind of random?
I think Cammy went rogue, bro.
Low key, yeah.
Like, look, Insight gets a kill. He's playing his life. Cammy just runs out. You know they're going to be bedroom
I
or
think he
pushed up in the
sees him when he
corner.
goes for the chow. That's why, because he comes around the corner.
Are you sure?
Nah, he didn't see him. He just tried
He didn't
running.
see him.
He just tried running like close bed maybe, so when Insight spots, he could just
Yeah.
like appear on their screen. But Ender was just in like a good spot, I
And
guess.
then right here, you're chalk. 2v1,
Yeah.
30 seconds left. Unless Insight does the impossible again.
Yeah.
Which this was funny. I was watching this backstage with Paco because New York was on next. And Paco was like, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. And then I said, you think so? He goes, yes, Insight good. Insight good. And then 10 seconds later,
Dude,
there's a fucking clown for that.
Give me a break.
10 seconds later, fuck it, he dies, Insight dies, he goes, okay, he's not gonna do it.
Look at Ant, how hype Ant is getting, bro. I like Ender talking shit like that because like he's a younger player, you know. Obviously, he gained some experience last year, but talk that shit, get that chip on your shoulder, get that energy. Like
I like that.
That shit is important, and I think it helps the team
Dude,
a lot.
he's just
Yeah, look how hype
slapping
he
it,
is, bro.
He's hyped
just
as
slapping
fuck,
hands.
bro. He's so fucking
Yeah.
hype. Good plays coming
Take a
out of the
piss real
whole
quick.
squad, man.
Alright.
Yeah, go ahead. Good plays coming out of the whole squad. Congratulations to Dallas. They're still in the tournament. They're top 4. Volume up. Everybody's saying volume up. For what? Volume up. What happened, chat? Is it fucked?
No, I don't know what they're saying. Turn up the volume.
They're all saying turn the volume up.
No, you know, the mic is good.
Oh.
What they want to say? What Illy said.
Oh, listen to Illy. What did he say? We don't have sound here, guys, so we can't.
They want to hear the Illy interview. We can play the Illy interview.
Alright, we can play it. Let's tune in, man. We need AirPods, though.
I'm shocked. We're just gonna play it out. And
How we gonna play it? We're not gonna hear the interview.
we'll figure it out.
Where the AirPods at? Oh, I know where they're at. Let me get
Yeah,
them.
but we can't connect the AirPods to the TV. So how do you want to do it?
To your laptop.
Oh, that's a good point.
Ben, are you fading?
That's a good point.
Chad, I think Ben's fucking
we
fading.
should use my AirPods.
All right, let's use yours.
Yeah, they're already connected.
I want to hear the interview. What did he say, Chad? While you were tripping out about the interview, I want to see what he said.
There.
There we go, man. Blast that shit.
Well, I gotta connect the AirPods for a second.
All right, Ben. All right, bro.
Connect.
Connect the fucking AirPods, my guy. Do what you gotta do.
You gotta turn the sound up on the stream too.
Not the interview? They said not the interview. Before the interview. What did he say after the match?
Before the interview?
They said turn the volume up. Chat, did he say something after the match? I'm confused. What did he say? What did he do? I'm so I do want to watch the interview too, though, because he was so hyped up. I want to see what he said. So we'll tune in and we'll see what the fuck Ender said.
Give me a second. I'm trying to get.
How the fuck do you guys even hear him?
Can you fix on there and get the sound going while I do this?
On E.
Yeah, but don't leak the URL. Don't.
Oh, I almost leaked the URL, chat. I almost leaked it. That could have been bad. Benji and Asim coming in fucking
Sorry, I'm trying
clutch.
to toggle a 7-hour VOD. This shit is hard.
Yeah, it's hard to toggle a 7-hour VOD. The chat's bugging. Chat, are you making us rewind this and there's nothing here? Cause how the fuck do you guys hear Illy after the match? After the map?
You have the sound up?
Yeah, it's up. I think.
Now with all the pressure against
There you
him
go.
on 12 and
I hear
6,
it.
on 4 in a row, but now has to clutch up, and it will not happen. Empire survive.
Illy getting
What'd he say?
What a round 11 out
Said
of
some
him.
not nice words, Tom.
What a
What'd he
range
say?
search and
Get the
destroy
fuck
out
off
of him
of
in
me.
shots. He both
I didn't even
Fuck
hear
off.
it, bro. I didn't even
kills.
fucking hear it.
Illy getting fired up.
No, you don't need to go back. He said get the fuck off me. Haters going fucking roll, guys. We get it. This guy's fucking nuts. Let's listen to the interview.
Empire survive.
You say get the fuck out of
Bro, he's
here.
fucking nuts.
Got right back into the match. Together for Illy. Congratulations on
slides
that
and
win.
sweats
I mean,
on,
you
bro.
fixed
Right,
up your
bro?
hard point, got right back into the match. How happy are you with the way the team is playing right now?
I'm really happy. Obviously, there's some things we got to go back and fix, and we will fix them. But yeah, if you're gonna win champs, you got to clutch up. That's how it always is. So we just came out with the ice today.
You guys are such a strong team, so talented,
Good
and you
answer.
have won so much, but do you feel like you're being underrated at all?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. We won champs last year. There's a reason we won champs. It's not luck. And yeah, we're being underrated, but it's all
Okay,
good.
same it.
I honestly like being the underdog. I like showing everyone what we're capable of, and we're gonna show everyone what we're capable of this weekend.
Well, and everyone does love to root for an underdog. My final question, you're waiting for the winner of FaZe Subliners to find out who you're going to play. Is there a matchup that you like better?
No, it doesn't really matter to me. They're both good teams, and I just can't wait to play.
Beautifully said. Well, thank you so much.
Yo, he's
Once
getting
again, this has
better.
been your Game
Solid
Fuel Victory
review, solid
Spotlight with
review.
Yo,
Illy.
he's actually
Back on over
getting
to
way
Maven.
better
He's
at
feeling
interviews
calm.
because he wasn't always like that.
I mean, that's a good. Honestly, that's a good sign, especially for people that would like call players onliners and stuff like that. Like, once they can be themselves on camera in an interview, it shows their growth as like just a human to get out of
Yeah.
that shell and be more comfortable in the spotlight on the stage and all
It's
that.
cool to see.
Yeah, yeah.
honestly.
So it's good.
Listen, let's get into the next series. The New York Subliners. This is the last winners bracket match, right? The last winners bracket match goes to the New York Subliners of the day, of course. Going up against Atlanta FaZe. And New York got shit on. They got shit on. They got shit on, guys. Atlanta FaZe looked like a different fucking breed today. I know their practices have been fucking insane. I heard they've been losing, like, they lost, like, 2 fucking maps in a fucking week. But look who was a special guest today in the walkout. There's a special guest. I don't know who it is. Oh, it's fucking me. How you doing? You know the fuck about the crowd absolutely erupted
Crowd's going
when
crazy, bro.
when I went into the middle. The crowd went fucking nuts. I appreciate everybody in the crowd who got on their feet and was showing love and support. Obviously, was hyping up the guys.
You're giving some good gas, Tom. I like this.
I was gassing up
I like
the guys, and
you like to do
then
ASIM here. You give ASIM some good daps. Okay.
but it didn't work. The gas did not work. New York came out today, and of course, FaZe, they played phenomenal. But New York also trolled like so many rotations. I mean, to kick things off on the first map, we go into a raid hardpoint, I remember, and the first P2 hill and the next P3, we just didn't even hold spawns. Rewind.
I don't like that. Why did they just hit in front right here? Like, can you rewind it for a second? I
Yeah,
wanna see how
rewind
this
it
even
all the way
developed.
back, Ben. Rewind it all the way back. Yeah. I think it might have been the second. It was the second rotation, but we could watch it. We could watch it through.
FaZe started on good side.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
second rotation. But they trolled, man. They fucking trolled. Off the rip, I think it was Celium who started things off with a fucking 3-piece to open up the fucking series. I said,
Yeah.
oh shit, here we go. Simp was going rogue. This guy Simp was showing why he's the MVP. I know a lot of people. We can talk about that too. Simp
let
did get
me-
MVP.
I wanted to talk about something. So, I talked to guys on Atlanta and sort of try to get to like the download on what happened in Major 5, and as we see Sim shooting Clay's body.
That's a good plan to sim, bro. You got to play the head game, the mental games. Like, that's
of
the
history
thing.
there. From their POV, they felt like the biggest issue with their hardpoint game in Major 5 was they forgot what made them such a good team. They were playing very timid, trying to play too correct and not really making plays on the map. And so their approach the last few weeks is to sort of reinvent their hardpoint game and go back to the essence of what was making them so good at the beginning of the season.
Which is what?
Which is be dynamic on the map, but at the same time make sure you're controlling spawns and controlling the game.
So play good COD.
So play good COD. I mean,
But it's about like not being too aggressive and not being too passive.
I
You
mean,
gotta find that middle.
I talked to the FaZe guys a little bit, and communication was a big
Yeah.
problem for them the last month. They felt like their comms were off. They felt like they were too hectic, too all over the place. And I'm gonna be honest, from the FaZe listenings, they always were just frying when they sounded hectic. So I always just said, the listenings are good. They have high energy, and it's working for them.
Yeah.
So just keep it going. But now that it got to the point where they felt like the listening or the communication was hindering them, and they fixed that, it was like the one flaw in their gameplay as a team was the comms. And if they're fixing that, They just seem like they're a well-oiled machine. They're a little bit more organized on the map. You didn't want to tune into the listening with New York?
We can go back and listen to it if you want.
Yeah, let's go on board with the listening. I want to see how the boys are sounding in this game. Obviously, especially with Paco. You know, a lot of people love hearing the New York listenings. So let's tune in once Ben gets there, and we're going to go here. I'm going to fucking change screens, bump it up. Oh, I trolled, chat.
Nah, they ain't see it.
They ain't see it, though, but I did troll. I clicked something, chat. But it's okay. Ben's on the case. Ben's about to pull it up right again. Here we go. We're going live. Go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, Jim 1 hill.
Yo, he's one AC, one Jim. AC one shot, AC one shot team.
Good try.
AC one shot team.
Two there. Black fan.
I'm in bedroom. He's going open. One going open.
Yeah, everybody's spamming Scump.
I'm going to find out.
Nice. We'll 60 this. Come on.
I'm gonna go back into time, okay?
I'm racking up the pillar. Yo, he's on me ring already. He's already black van.
One ring.
Black van.
Heard you? They can go down.
Nice.
there.
There's 20 AC.
Yo, I'm going row. You guys play your setup.
Okay.
I'm sitting bottom right. I have all ring.
Watch my money rocks. Watch my money rocks.
Getting out.
One
driveway, Arcities, two ring, one ult.
Just like
Two ring, one ult.
Two hit ring.
I spawned out. You have
This is where they didn't block the back in the listening. Yeah, here we can go on board because I want to talk about this.
Oh, he just said, that's all he said.
What did he say? What did
He
Scump
just
say?
said, come get drunk.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, chat, come on.
Bro, that's not intel, man.
He said come get drunk. That's what everybody does. They go out. They have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, Tom, this is kind of basic here.
You
7
skipped some
seconds
good
left.
content earlier,
So
Ben.
look at this shit, Lamar.
This is good content, you know.
Yeah, that's great content.
What?
This is good content.
Jesus Christ.
That's great content. But Tom, like we've talked. I think like
Jesus fucking.
All right, let's get back on
My
topic.
bad,
Sorry.
We've talked a lot in extent about how in this game, like in a lot of situations, you need a hard block and make sure you're not like screwing yourself by getting just weird ass spawns. And I just feel like New York forget the basics here. FaZe is all the way across the map. They've done a really good job. FaZe again, P1, P2, P3. Severe New York, cool. We need to hold down P4 and get P5 time to get back in this game. Instead, they just kind of make this.
Bro, you have a listen in. You hear Asim in the listen in saying, "I'm pushed up. I have all ring. Block the back.
He
make
said
sure
block
we're
the back?
He was saying that I have all right. Make sure we're holding. Like make sure we're fucking holding. And we're not even blocking the back. A BZ spawns in the back. He gets one. I think Mac ends up getting a big two-piece, but FaZe made things hectic and ended up breaking it a few seconds later. But a good 56 second hold here, and New York's right back into it.
Yeah.
They take all their...
This one's on Hydra. Because he goes... There's a miscommunication between him and Mac here. In this situation...
Nah, Hydra has to block.
Yeah, Hydra should block. Hydra should block.
Mac probably said, I got time. Hydra has to block. He just pushed up. 8 and 5 were already pushed out coming back. So he definitely has to block right there.
Yep.
The listening is going on, so I don't know what they're saying. But if Max said, I got time, someone needs, like, you take initiative.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm blocking, and the other two are pushed out across the map. Let them make the play and see what happens from there.
There's just no cons between Mac and Hydra right there. Asim was pushed up. He was calling that he was pushed up to make sure that we're holding. And it just seemed like they didn't calm, and one went to hill and one pushed out. And they ended up flipping him.
They flipped him.
And look what happened because of it. And
It's
right
shocked.
there, I was in the back watching it with Bobo and JP, and instantly Bobo was like, fuck, man. Like, what the fuck? And then they fuck up the next one. New York says, okay, fuck. We fucked that rotation, but let's rotate to the next one. And they troll again. Watch. They all push up. Look, with 5 seconds left, look, they're still pushing. They're still going rogue. Oh, no, this might be a little bit different, though. I'm talking about that they fucked up the rotation.
No, but even this, bro, how are you early rotating and not even in initial?
Yeah, they're not in initial. They fucked up 3 rotations. They fucked up the rotation before that too. The P3, P4, P5 New York fucked up hard. They looked like they weren't even playing for the right things on the map.
I mean, like, I don't want to be a dickhead or anything, but if you rewind it, like Clay should be going up pool stairs right here, and then the last person, number 7, should have been able to hold pool house.
Yeah.
But because no one went up pool stairs, last guy spawn had to wrap all the way around, and then FaZe just walked out and got in the hill by the time you got there.
You know something's
not even
wrong.
A break. There wasn't a setup.
There's nothing there. You have FaZe holding the last hill, and Sim just waltzes out of kitchen and walks onto the next hill.
He was probably mind blown when no one was in the
Oh yeah, he was shook.
His eyes lit up. He's like, "Fuck, I'm running
like,
out."
I'm in new. Holy shit, I made it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's fucking nuts, man. Just a lot of trolls. On top of that, FaZe was shooting well. You know, they're playing incredible. FaZe is playing flawless. Their breaks are on point. They're taking full advantage of these mistakes, but New York is a talented team. If they clean up some of these mistakes, this first map can go a lot different. It's just such basic shit. Three hills in a row we troll? Three fucking hills?
I thought this troll was pretty bad. Because they end up beating FaZe. Basically, how all his kills go down at P1. They end up beating FaZe 2 Kitchen because I think RC's dies here, right? He has a kill and gets traded. So they're actually going to flood in. And this is a situation for New York. You really need to capitalize on this. P2 hill, you're down 90 seconds like you need 60. They all flood and they just do a really poor job of doing this setup.
Oh shit.
And I also think that Sim makes a really good play too. Understanding that they have the back and he's doing this full pinch through Zig.
I mean, even here, with New York getting a good hold here, they bring the game back. Imagine if they didn't troll 3 hills in a row. Like, this game goes completely different. It's tough, but, you know, it is what it is.
Cell's making the play in the back,
They
bro.
let MC finesse on the back stairs here, and they all spawn up, and they don't... There's no calm to try and, like, bro, if one guy goes left, one guy goes right, where's Cell going to go? He's going to have to go back to basketball. Instead, they all hit the same lane. MC finesses. His teammates are already hitting out front, getting trades, and at this point now, it's a little too mixy. I think Max ended up getting a kill. I gets 2 somehow.
It's just New York ended up holding on.
It just looks sloppy.
But
it was sloppy.
They're already down 80 seconds. It's like you've only gotten a few.
But look right here. They get the rest of this time. You know, they're one good hold away from tying it up. They trolled so many hills.
2 hills back to back.
And I hate saying the word trolled because everybody's just, you know, people don't like when you say trolled.
In our chat, but like,
yeah, they mean the word troll. But Chad, it's here on the VOD. They're not even blocking back spawns. They're holding rotations. They're not even blocking spawns. It's just day one shit.
That's a troll, bro. That's not even like...
It's a troll.
Some shit like that wouldn't even happen in the scrim. Yeah.
FaZe, I definitely think FaZe was gunning a little bit harder than us today, but we were just giving them the win. We were handing it to them. It was just very frustrating. They didn't have to fight for it. It was just very frustrating to watch backstage. It was very frustrating. I was watching with Bobble, JP, Connor. I was watching with all those guys, and it was just very frustrating to watch. Everybody's saying Clay response to Mama Zoomaa. Let's see what Clay said. What the heck did he say?
Well, this map was a wrap. I think we'll skip the rest of this.
So Clayster came out, and he said, with all the struggles this year, just want to take a second to appreciate everyone out there that supports what we do in any way from the top down. It's been a dream to be on the stage the last decade. Love each and every one of you for making this possible. Mama Zoomaa came in with all the adversity you and the team faced this year. It was a valiant effort. And then Clayster came in and said, love the lads, but I wish Tom was playing on that stage with me at least one more time. Thanks for the kind words. Clay actually texted me before the first match of the weekend. And he was just like, miss you, bro. Wish you were out on stage with me. Definitely hit me hard a little bit. I'm sure Lamar being a player as well.
Hell
just like fucking misses being on that stage. It's hard for me to watch for sure. Like, even when I was backstage doing the walkout with the squad, I was just saying.
That shit got your blood pumping.
It got the blood pumping, and I've never been backstage with a squad when I'm not going out there to play.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting there and I'm like, damn, bro, I just wish I was hopping on the sticks, man. You know. But shout out to Mama Zoomaa. Shout out to Clay.
You've been frying in league play. I don't know. Bro.
I might need to come back, bro. You know. But
this I think, and I love ASIM. I think this ended up being kind of the GG round in the series.
Of the series, damn.
This one? You think this is a GG round?
This is a GG round.
So FaZe, they come out strong. They win the first round. It ends up going 3-2 FaZe. This is an insane grenade by Abizi to take down Hydra. He ends up finding 2.
How did Hydra not get a kill there?
I have no idea.
Can you rewind that?
What happened there? It looked like he backed up. He was
so
tagged.
number 8 has all of the purple cross. Why is he worried about purple?
It's a good point. It's like they're looking at the same shit.
Yeah, is that bad comms? Like, number 8 has the whole mid cross and purple cross. Why is Hydra not, like, when the guy calls him out, turn around, it could be bad comms.
And that's the frustrations with New York.
Yeah, that's the second time that could be a bad comm moment.
Yeah, it's like a bad comm, and I don't know what it is. It could be the language barrier with Paco. I really don't know. I'm not gonna say that because I don't know if that's the case. Or it's just, even if there isn't a language barrier, like, maybe they're just not coming, which is on them. I mean, it's just little tiny mistakes like that. ASIM trolled right here.
I didn't see this, to be honest.
So, Alec went rogue this whole fucking map. So, it's 3-2. New York, or obviously, Alec needs to plant the bomb. 20 seconds left on the clock. ASIM ends up spotting Alec, but it looks like he wasn't ready for a fight here. So, ASIM throws a shimmy. He tags Alec with 12 seconds left, and look how ASIM plays it. He just, like, shimmies the door. Like, he doesn't even, he's not even L-triggered up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if ASIM thought he was just going to plant the bomb behind the bomb, and he was just playing his time. He looked confused here. It looked like he was, like, confused. I don't know what happened.
That's one of those plays that, like, when I would watch it back or something, and if someone was asking for some criticism on it, it feels like a halfer. Like, he wasn't playing for the gunfight, but he also wasn't fully playing to run away. Like, if you're going to run away, if you're shouldering like that, you're playing to run away. So just either commit to the one play, commit to running away or commit for playing for the fight.
Yeah.
Whenever you you pick the in between, you just get fucked.
And that was a big swing round. I agree with Ben because instead of it going 3-3 and tying it up, FaZe go up 4-3 and they're all gassed.
Yeah,
they're all fucking gassed up. They're all ready to fucking go. FaZe just continues to win rounds.
I did skip one round here where Mac gets like a nice 1v2. It's just kind of a good snap from him. But I agree, Tom. At this point, it just felt like it was inevitable in the series. And knowing that these teams had squared up on Garrison Control before.
No.
Yeah.
Clay went rogue right there, too. It's just, we do a lot of dumb stuff. It just seemed like a lot of dumb plays, a lot of just boneheaded, just kind of, I don't know. It just seemed like we just weren't having it today. And even
the Mac clutch right here.
And I'm going to be honest, even before the series started, something seemed off with the squad. Like, they weren't playing like themselves in practice before the matches even came, or before they even started this match. So going into it, I was a little worried.
That's crazy stats out of FaZe, bro.
They're first in every category. Record, KD, attacking rounds, attack KD, defending rounds, defending KD. They are number one in every stat category
insane,
as a team.
You auto losing map 3 versus them.
It's unbelievable. It's fucking nuts. But then we go into a Garrison control. And what do you think about this map, Ben?
This one was actually a little bit closer than the scoreline suggests. Again, man, Alec just kind of went off a little bit on the tail on this map. MC fried again. Just really good discipline out of FaZe. They do such a really good job of prioritizing grid control on this map and then using that to just sort of regain the rest of the map. They're just very disciplined, and as a team, they just are constantly aligned on what they want to do in a given situation.
100%. FaZe bullies teams on Garrison.
They're nasty at this map,
They're
bro.
disgusting, bro. It's just the pace.
Stop playing them on it. I feel like you should.
Well, it's either got to play them on this or Raid.
But
like,
I feel like I would take my chances on Raid. Like, bro, every time I watch them play this map, I swear they just 3-0 people. Cell just gets to the A satellite, starts freaking going rogue, shooting through the hole, and like you just lose.
I have to address this guy in the chat, Maxi Miliano. You said that's a Luma. You said they were frying in scrims earlier. That was yesterday. They were literally 70-5 map. I was not trolling. That was yesterday. We're in the future, brother. I can't predict the future. Today, this morning, they weren't playing like themselves in scrims. They were on a crazy win streak in scrims, a crazy map win streak. They were winning so many maps. Their win-to-loss ratio was literally fucking insane. But today, they were off. This morning, they were off. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not pulling back what I said yesterday. They were fucking working in scrims. You saw yesterday against OpTic, they were frying. Bro, this New York team was having such a great build-up going into champs. They were playing fantastic. They really were. FaZe just came out and shut them down, and New York definitely trolled a lot. They just trolled. I don't even think New York trolled that much in this map. I think FaZe just bullied them in this map.
FaZe is, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm faded or I just sound like a hindsight, but every time I watch a match and it's this map, FaZe literally just 3-0s people.
They have a lot to us. Because I think, again, Lamar, I think they just do a good job of controlling, like, the 50-yard line on the map, whether that's green or bottom middle, and they use that to either, like, cause chaos to B, or they're just so good at making individual or duo plays on the A side, just causing questions for the defense and how you want to cover back.
Exactly. So like, why? I guess maybe I'm faded or something, but I would just take my chances already. Like, they're good at raid. Don't get me wrong. It's pick your poison, but they look way more dominant than every other team on this map. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They do. They're so good at just capping the 8 point. Yeah. They're the only team that just bullies the 8 point. They just constantly keep flooding it. They always find a way to get in, and I don't know how. But once they get the 8 point, I love the setup that FaZe had too when they finally got onto this B point, and you'll see it. Or was that to end it? I don't remember if that was to end it. I think New York won this round. Did they not?
No, it was a 3-0.
Was it 3-0? So it was the offensive round. So I think it was this round. Watch this setup that they had. This setup was fucking nuts. It was right here. It's right here. So you see number 4 square? He ends up picking the L cross up, and then Alec has the brick cross the square. You see this shit?
Lethal crossfire.
Well, this is like fundamentals. We talk like everybody's watching each other's cross, right?
Yeah.
They're not playing off of contact. They're playing off of information. They're gonna play off of contact.
This was a fucking insane setup. And look,
they just got A again first. This is the FaZe MO. Bro, please, someone from Breaking Point that does the stats. How many times has FaZe capped A first on offense on Gary? I swear it's 900 times higher than every other team.
Mm-hmm. And unbelievable plays,
bro, it works so well because then if you get top fucking bridge and you're just
if you get A first, it's chalk. You're winning.
Because they have the cross and you know because you're already top green.
You see Clay trying to bring everybody back together, but it was just too late at this given moment. FaZe, once they win the offense, their setups were impeccable. They go into a defense and they shut down New York and win 3-0. It was a quick series. FaZe just came out to play today. And they're looking really
They were
scary.
on demon time today,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Straight demon time.
And we'll see if they do it again tomorrow, because tomorrow they go up against Dallas.
Yeah.
And we'll give our predictions at the end, obviously, but that's going to be an insane match, because both these teams have been playing lights out. I think FaZe looks better than Dallas. Which, dude, I always feel like a fucking Dallas hater, but listen, bro, FaZe is just playing so well, man. They really are.
The only thing I will say, though, for that matchup is that FaZe didn't get tested yet. You know what I'm saying? FaZe played like a New York team that was kind of off today, like you said, Tom. Dallas got tested. Like they've been tested already. They played Minnesota.
It might benefit them.
They played Minnesota, which they look amazing versus, and then they had an insane series versus Toronto, who's obviously another top team. Like, not saying that FaZe obviously can't come out and just win tomorrow, and I sound like an idiot, but Dallas has been tested already this weekend, and FaZe hasn't been tested yet.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think we'll see tomorrow. FaZe is going to go up against Dallas. It's two top teams. So let's get into the next match. We got OpTic Chicago going up against the Toronto Ultra. And this is a loser's bracket match. So loser here.
So someone was going home and getting top 6. You know,
that's crazy to think
crazy,
about.
Bro. Crazy. And this is not an easy matchup for OpTic. I'll tell you that. Toronto, they came out and they played lights out. But OpTic definitely trolled a little bit on this first map, and I want to bring it up. But Ben, I see you pause at the vetoes. Anything you want to talk about here?
I mean, I believe with this OpTic loss, they're now, what, 1-5 or 1-6 against... OpTic is 1-5 now against Toronto. I think that one win was when Zinni was still on the team too.
Interesting.
That's not right, bro.
But
that's not right, bro. That's not right.
Well, I mean, it goes to show how well Toronto's played with insight. But beyond me resting Zinni, I just feel like it's a bad matchup for OpTic in terms of maps. Because just think about Toronto's like really good at checkmate. They're really good at raid. It just sort of like countered the progression of OpTic's map pool. And I also think that Toronto's just the stronger S&D team on paper. And look, the vetoes work out well. You know, Toronto's going to take away Moscow. Gary obviously is an OpTic ban. So the hard points are pretty set. We got a Moscow S&D. That's Toronto's like bread and butter. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what you guys' initial thoughts were on the series, but...
Do we know who was Team A or B?
There was some trolling in the vetoes,
sure.
I think.
But what do you think they trolled?
I was talking to Rambo Ray. I think it was the Moscow S&D. I think that's Toronto's best map.
It is by
Moscow and Express are their bread and butter.
And it was one of OpTic's worst maps. And they picked it.
But Tom...
Wait, OpTic picked Moscow?
That's what Rambo Ray was telling me.
Wait, we can see who's on good side. If you rewind it right here, we'll see who was Team A or B.
Check, because I'm pretty sure...
I had to go back a little bit. Hold on.
I don't know if they were trolling in the vetoes or they just tried to say fuck it. They thought that they
Okay,
could
so
beat
Toronto was on good side. That means that...
No.
Oh, no, OpTic was on good side.
OpTic was on good side?
Yeah, so that means Toronto picked... That's a great big brain play out of Toronto, which I want to give their coaching staff props for. They picked Team B. They knew that OpTic was going to pick Checkmate because that's their auto pick, and that's also Toronto's very, very good pick. So then they get one of their hardpoint picks map 1, which they would have picked anyways.
Yeah.
And then they get their S&D pick map 2, so it's a good chance to go up 2-0.
That's a good play.
Shout out Marky B.
Shout out Marky B for that.
FaZe and Dallas, that's right.
Somebody said no, Toronto was A.
Oh, really? So I'm
That's what
faded?
somebody said.
So they just picked the bad side?
That's what I'm saying. And if Toronto was A...
Why'd they pick the bad side on the breakout?
And why did OpTic pick Toronto's best map? And one of their worst maps?
Well,
I don't know.
It doesn't make sense. I feel like Toronto was Team B.
Let's go to the post-mortem of OpTic. How do I say this nicely without coming off too harsh? I think the learning lesson for OpTic this season is pretty straightforward. You know, they've obviously really struggled to have that like marquee placing, and I think a lot of it comes down to they're just not like set up for success. I think it's also just sort of an individual build of that team. But I also feel like other teams are sort of outworking and out-innovating them. I also feel like other teams have more resources in terms of a coaching staff they can leverage to really like do VOD review and really like dig in on what your game plan is going to be against teams. I think OpTic is kind of playing a little bit too free, and they got countered a lot by teams that were just watching VOD, and OpTic didn't really have the resources to come back and develop counter strats or decided they're going to mix up how they're going to approach S&D, for example, later in the season.
I'm not a flame.
You gonna flame somebody?
Joel,
Flame somebody.
Joel, you smoking some good papaya over there?
Joel, are you smoking the good shit? Because apparently you are. I didn't see what happened in Urban. Thank you for the 10 too.
But that's my tough. Like, that's what I think. Like, I'm seeing a lot of people roast Sender, and it's like, dude, like, it is super hard if you're in Sender's shoes. You do not have an analyst, so you got to do all the analyst stuff. And you don't have another coach, and that's really difficult because you can get diminishing returns on the things you're saying.
I'm surprised OpTic doesn't have an analyst. Isn't that weird? Bro, having an analyst is important.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
Bro, knowing stats and what people like to play, like what they like to veto, their win-loss percentages on certain maps, their records on certain maps. That's how you figure out teams' weaknesses. OpTic should really start looking into getting an analyst next year. They should.
I fully agree, because that data, like, bro, a single coach can't get the type of in-depth data. Like, bro, we had JP on our team, right? Like, the stats JP was getting on our hill is a big deal. It's a big deal.
Bro, we used to have stats. JP used to get stats for us, like, we'll hold this hill 80% of the time, but we'll hold this one 10% of the time. We'll get broken on this hill 75% of the time. Like, we knew what hills we struggled at. We knew what we needed to fix based off the stats.
Facts, not feeling. Like, oh, I feel like we're bad at this hill. No, what's the number say? Is this the hill we actually are messing up on? And then you can see what's going on.
It's weird. It's weird that they don't have an analyst, especially a team like OpTic. I feel like they would seriously benefit from it. So maybe that's just the thing about that. I think it'll help them out a lot. It'll probably help them, especially going into the vetoes and kind of how teams like to play. I'm sure they're doing their VOD review and their extra push, but having the stats helps.
I think Tom, another miss they had is I think they should have renewed Tupac. And you see what he's done wonders for Atlanta FaZe's.
They love him. They love him. They love having Tupac on board. Or the FaZe guys.
But again, it's another person that can come in and do some innovation and say, hey, look, I'm grinding, I'm testing this out. Let's try and roll out this set piece. Let's execute. Or, hey, like, I've been watching and here's a game plan. Just another voice in the room, another opinion. And if you've got that good team harmony, which a lot of these teams have, bro, you're going to always pick the correct game plan going forward. I just feel like OpTic is not setting themselves up for success with how they're deploying the personnel.
Yep, no, for sure. And right here, OpTic has a chance to bring this one right back. They're holding this P2 rotation. Did they end up holding this? I don't remember, but it was the P4 that Cammy just went huge. And I feel like OpTic trolled a little bit. They weren't even focusing the right guy. And we'll talk about it when the time comes.
Hold on. How'd they just break this hill?
They got broken.
Rewind it again?
Normal got weird timing.
So OpTic gets some kills.
He got weird timing. He wasn't much left.
Nobody's holding left.
But he picks it up, but
that's not weird timing though.
No,
they gave up the left.
Yeah, I feel like that's a bad play by the people trying to push out front of the hill. Like, rewind it real quick. I think that right here they kill this kid, right? They trade. Envoy should sit in the hill, watch the blue cross, and let spawners fill in on the left. But because now no one's watching the left cross because he's pushing forward, the weird timing is caused. So it's weird timing, but the timing was a bad play on their part. If he would have just sat in the hill, let the spawners rotate, fill in on the left because it's the beginning of the hill, Toronto's going to hit towards the left. Stay there, watch the cross. You have way more information.
Yeah, it was a good break by Toronto. They take advantage of it. They find a gap in the map. It was Cammy who found it, just a step ahead. And Cammy made the play there, and he makes the play again on that P4 street hill.
Tom, bro, he's here for the entire length of the P3 hill.
He's blocking it, and he's doing a good job. Him being there is important. He funnels OpTic into one side of the map, and you know how this P3 hill can get mixy with split spawns and shit. People are pushing everywhere. People are spawning everywhere. So Cammy, he's disciplined.
See, guys, he spawns up, he goes back here.
And this is and being back there is what kills OpTic. OpTic knows that he's back there going into the P4 hill, and they don't even play for him. Like, look, right here, right? 3 seconds left at P3.
He just killed Dashy, so they know he's not
He just killed Dashy right now. Keep playing it. He just kills Dashy. Now watch these OpTic players off spawn. Watch these. You got number 5 coming off spawn. Completely just doesn't even play for him.
They forgot about him?
He plays for him. Another guy comes. Look, so another guy comes off spawn from OpTic. So Cammy gets another one. Then a guy from OpTic spawns back up. But look at number 8. See how he just goes to plane? Number 7 goes to plane.
Yeah.
They're not even playing for him.
He was picking up stacks, but he gives it up because they're now like, well, shit, what are we gonna do about Cammy? And then he's like, well, now the guy off of spawn's gonna take care of it. Now he's going back. And
OpTic ends up looking at it. It was Scump looking at it, but he has a sub, and Cammy has an AR at range. Cammy makes such a good heads up play. He goes rogue, and he gets another one. He kills Dashy here too. Look, and now Toronto has the spawns. They locked down the time because Cammy stayed alive, popped the 3-piece, and he locked down the spawns. This is GG.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I feel like the way whoever that number was that played it off spawn, like, made Cammy's play even better. I feel like in that scenario, whenever on any map you get in a situation where there's someone straggling in your base, your other 3 teammates are pushed out, and you have hill control, like, you should just camp because that kid is the one that has to make a play.
Yep.
If you go running around looking for him, that's when he just catches you slipping because he's just sitting in a random corner and you're just looking around everywhere, you know?
Yep. So Toronto it was all Cammy. He got the route to break the P2. Stayed alive to hold P3. Got them spawns to hold P4. This guy's doing it all.
Yeah, he's nasty, bro.
This guy's fucking nuts. It's good plays out of him. Good plays out of Cammy. He was able to lock it down for them. Bance ended it off with a nice little 3-piece plane, and Cammy ended off the game 30-19. Phenomenal plays coming out the kid.
He's really good,
he's
bro.
just a fucking animal. So good plays out of him. And then we go into the Moscow S&D. Ben, I'll let you kick things off because I got to take a leak. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I think the first round I want to watch because it's just an absolute just hard counter fest. We've seen the kind of strats that Toronto does. They do a really good job of countering this hard push because the guy just pushed up middle and they set up this sort of trap with the guy escalator that they're just going to funnel the guy's inner into. So they get one. His trade's going on outside. It's pretty crazy. They go up elevator and now Envoy Dash here stuck.
Yeah, it's shocked.
They can't do anything. It's shocked.
I'm not a fan. I feel like I've said this before on the show too in the past when we've talked about Moscow S&D.
Yeah.
I am not a fan at all of just dry hitting your side A, stacking it, and going. Like, this is a play call that if you go back and watch VODs from multiple teams, whatever it is, like it's not that successful. Like
it's a good late hit strat. Like if you throw a guy wall,
you have to condition them. You have to condition the other team and then throw that one in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But without any conditioning of their minds on the plays, like, and you just dry hit it, I feel like it never really works. Like that's why no one does it too much anymore. You know?
Yeah. We'll skip through a couple of rounds here. I just want to watch when they start standard offense plays. I don't know. Is this a round that Toronto actually lose because they plan for window? It might be. Bro, I hate teams that plan for fucking window and they just sit in the window. Like,
bro, no one ever wins that shit either.
Bro, like, yeah, they lose this round somehow 4v3.
Wait,
bro, it's a 3v3. Sorry, they lose this round and like 19 seconds left. It's planted for them, but like, bro, you still have to slide out and chow. It's not like you can like stretch it like it's like walk out the window.
I'm not a fan of that either.
Yeah,
I swear we've seen Scump get 3 pieces and 2 pieces on people trying to come through that window like hundreds of times.
He was frying again in the S&D.
Yeah.
He was fucking frying. He ended up the series on a 10 streak to try and win it, which I also want to talk about in the raid hardpoint. But
yeah, we'll get there.
This is just bread and butter for Toronto, bro. These guys are fucking good at this shit.
Is it a delayed push or do they just go off the bat?
One thing I was watching this in the back with Rambo. One thing that OpTic did do well to counter Toronto, you know how Toronto always plays middle on their offenses and kind of like they like the ankle break? OpTic was hitting mid out.
Cammy just went fucking rogue.
There's like a round or two where OpTic would just hit it out. Yeah, he goes rogue sometimes, which I like it though.
That was crazy.
I like it. The kid's confident. But OpTic, OpTic was aware of how Toronto liked to play this map because you could tell they were blind countering them sometimes.
He just didn't peak when he was full health. He might have a chance because they almost gave him that 1v2. This was the round though where a really good retake from Chicago to tie it up. I kind of liked how they set up this retake at B.
Teams are always retaking. You see OpTic retaking now. They always try and retake through the back straight.
Yeah, that's the most successful way, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what everybody does. Why is it the most successful way? Is it just because if you could just get control of the bomb room?
Yeah,
like you're good?
So because when you're if you retake from the doors, you could just run into crossfires through doorways. If you go street, you can get an AR player in the back street or top cop window to actually back them down and then have people like run up the street and get an opening because you make them weak and then they could come through the side door, then you have someone late hitting one of the other doors, and you have a chance to get control of the bomb site. But if you don't do it through street and you just run through closet and window, like you're just gonna die.
And this is
great
another round.
It was good.
Cammy made so many plays in this series, and this round was another one where he just showed off, man.
Great shots there out of Brucey, bro. This guy Brucey, man. This guy's a different beast, bro. He hits shots, bro, that you don't see normal players hit.
Got that pristine gunny.
He does. He just shoots lasers. He shoots absolute fucking laser beams. And it's with the first blood. It's what does OpTic do with the first blood? They end up trying to force through the B site.
This is such a crazy angle from Cammy. Like you're just not expecting someone to just be like.
That is a weird angle from him. Just laying down. He drop shotted it.
Well, he army.
That's such a weird angle. I've never seen
play.
that. And he stayed alive. Like he got a kill and he stayed up. Bro, I can't believe he got 2 right there.
And stayed up. Damn.
Got a third.
That's just the killer cam show, bro.
Yeah, bro. When I saw this,
Did you get the ace?
No, he almost did. And bro, I thought he should have won that.
Yeah, that would have been lit.
I was like, dude, holy shit, this guy is nuts. That was a dagger round for OpTic. They get the blood, and then Cammy just fucking drop shots 2 guys. I would have lost composure. So good heads up play out of Cammy, and then the Toronto does the Toronto special.
They win the next 2 rounds.
They do the Toronto special. They get mid control. They work up Esky. They do whatever they want. When you have mid map, you do what you want.
Yeah, you run around ankle break and you're just making
just run
other
around.
team move.
They don't know. Look, OpTic's on A and they're planning B. They don't even know what the fuck is going on. It's just Toronto, and they're just too calculated in the middle of S&Ds to be playing them on this map.
Watch how Inside plays this, because he knows that OpTic's got no info that's going to be a slow retake. Well, he's just going to hit the long round.
And how do teams like to break? They flood street.
Yeah.
Insight knows that because you watch VODs, and they do it every single time. So he takes advantage of it. They're not looking at this shit. He says, you know what, I'm going to go around. Cammy holds a good off angle, was able to get one. At this point, even if OpTic was getting kills here, Insight would have been right behind him for the trades. He ends up pinching them. They're not even looking at him. Clinical from the boys. Clinical.
Yeah,
Toronto's, they're playing fantastic.
That is the Toronto special, by the way. If you watch their VODs on every S&D map, whenever they go to a bomb site, maybe not every time, but it's usually Cammy or Insight. Those are the two players that when they're playing their island, they love hitting that late flank. And it just works because it's so hard to commit to watching it.
Yep. And then they go back on the defensive end, and they end up closing it out here. Or does OpTic win this round?
They close it here. Cam hits a pinch.
Oh, Cammy pops 2 here again.
Damn. I don't know, man.
Look,
I'm not
look, he almost pops 3 here. Look, he gets 1, right? He pinches. He turns around. He guns another one. Then slides on this guy. Almost kills him.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's insane. Cam's making crazy plays. But I feel like on offense, OpTic's strats were just like so whack. It felt like day one strats. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't
that's
like
what Ben always says.
It wasn't like elevated.
That's
there was no depth.
I've been saying all year that they're like a Plan A team, and like they struggle to have like that Plan B and Plan C or that like on the fly play calling that we've seen teams like FaZe be really good at, Dallas be really good at. I feel like at times New York's really good at, Toronto's really good at. To me, that's the difference that's been missing from this OpTic team this year.
Yeah, no, it was just like there was no depth to the strats. It literally felt like month 1 strats. Like I don't know, that shit.
You see teams doing such unorthodox shit.
Yeah,
and it's very rare you see OpTic doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know,
just like I don't know.
That to me is another thing they need to address in the offseason. The best teams in the game, I feel like for the last 3 or 4 years, are teams that are always innovating and pushing the meta. Right, they're defining how people play the different game modes, where the strats are running, how do you play situationals. I think during the dynasty,
talking fast as fuck.
During the dynasty days, OpTic with Karma and Crim, I think they were so good at that. Just like that grind in between events, just kind of getting up to speed. I feel like that OpTic team has kind of lost that luster in their ability to do so. And teams like FaZe and Dallas are just doing a much better job of innovating. So from my POV, I would like to see them figure out how maybe with personnel or with coaching they can kind of get back to that.
This kid is nasty.
You're gone, man. What the?
I mean, bro, I know we're giving love to Cammy, but the whole squad deserves love.
Yeah.
Bance is always making plays. He's such a smart player. Like, Bance is like one of those teammates you just want on your team. Then you have Kleenex. Like, we don't talk about this guy enough. Like, the playmaking ability this guy has. Like, the way he's able to finesse and pop pieces and just... It's just his aggression. He's just annoying. He's just fucking annoying. He's annoying to play against, and you could tell that he's a fucking thorn in the side of these OpTic guys. And then you have Insight, who's a clutch master. He's kind of like the backbone of the team. He's the one who kind of just plays slow, looks over everybody, and just lets them do what they do. And he's a good guy to have on the back end of everything.
Bro.
He's nasty. He's a good guy to have as your anchor. So, good plays coming out of these Toronto guys. But OpTic was able to close out this control.
That's a big offensive win.
I think both teams won their first offense.
They did, which was interesting because I feel like this weekend we don't see offensive wins. It's like very rare. So it was interesting to see teams come out and win their offenses. It was just stacks, you know. Bro. We've been talking about control for months now. It's the same bullshit. You get your kills, you stack the point. That shit goes up
Tap in
fast
5
as fuck.
seconds and you keep it moving.
You just need to hit routes, pinch them in, and make sure
What the fuck is this setup?
What happened?
Bro, like...
What's wrong, Ben?
No, like watch...
Everything okay?
Bro, watch what Ben says in this situation.
Okay. Let's take a look.
Said okay.
He always does. This is what Bance does best.
Late Flankersons.
It's just a good route out the kid. But how is OpTic not looking at it, though?
That's what I'm
I don't
saying.
know.
Like,
Rewind it? My bad.
Bro, guy spawns laundry. It's like, last guy coming off needs to, like, you need to play for the possibility that someone's going to pinch all the way around here, right? You're not just going to face smash into B in middle.
I think they got lost in the sauce because Cammy was on the point for a second, so they were like, fuck, we got to go retake. That's just a very, very heads-up play by Bance because you see him, if you rewind it, you see him double take. Like, he was running to hit mid in the kitchen, and he's like, wait, never mind, I'm hitting the long route. And then he hits the flank and gets a free 2-piece.
But see, it's also a good heads-up play.
He does it.
No, it's a good heads-up play at a bend too because he knows that his teammates are pushed up Tiki and stuff, and he knows that number 7 who just spawned up probably spawned up Laundry. Like he probably just read the timing of it as well.
Yeah, that was a really good play.
You know what I'm saying? Like Ben knew that the kid was spawning back Laundry and played off his spawn, and once that kid spawned up, he pinched it.
Yeah.
Because when you're a player and you get that spawn. Like, that's the thing is, like, it's a calculated flank. Like,
Yeah, it's a very good play by him, and I
Yeah.
also think that what I would like to see some teams do a little more is when you get that laundry spawn kind of, and your team is already set up by like basketball or wrapping basketball or whatever it is. OE, bro, OE, hit pillars, try to get the kill mid because you're not fully retaking from your side through basketball. You're just running into crossfires.
Yeah, no.
And you
yeah,
can't go like
100%.
double money window and stuff like that. Like
It doesn't work.
You
It
need to
doesn't
get the
work.
kill mid so you can hit pool stairs, and OEing to hit pillars is what enables your team to do that.
Yep.
So I think that's an important play people need to start making is spawning laundry, OEing, and trying getting mid to retake from pool stairs.
Yep. I agree with you. It's a very good point. What is Toronto doing right here? They're 4-hitting bedroom. Look at them. They use the streak. I love to play with the streak. They call it a streak just to delay. They're not trying to get kills with their streaks. A lot of streak usage, chat, is not to pick up kills. It's to make people hide, fucking make people, you know, play defensive. You force people to stay put while one player is in the streak. The 3 teammates are able to push up on a map, get map control, get all to those power positions. Like, streaks are used in very methodical
They didn't really
ways.
get anything from the streaks, right? They used it to force.
They got on the point. They end up losing it, but they
It
put them.
almost worked, yeah.
Sure, put them in a good fucking
almost
spot.
works,
They
but
didn't execute.
Dashy gets 2 kills middle. And
That's a
and
big
the
play.
push is chalked, yeah.
See, you're retaking B, go mid. Brandon goes
Go
mid,
mid.
gets a 2-piece.
Yep. Mid, bro. That's in every COD and every map for the most part. Mid map is
Hit
the
mid.
control of the map.
Hit mid, bro.
You know, like you have Tyler Fellow, Mr. Mid Map.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain players that have Mr. Mid Map because they play for mid map a lot, which is a good play. It's a good place to play for.
Zoom on London Docks.
Me on London Docks. I went mid map every life, and I knew players knew I did it, and they knew I was doing. Did you know I was going mid on London?
We vetoed that, but that's why we're not letting you go mid.
people start vetoing the map.
We're
They
not
didn't let me
letting
go
you
mid
go
anymore. You know, I just used to
They
go
know
mid.
you were mid. They knew P-Dog was
We had
fucking
the
decent.
same strat every time. P-Dog, coordinated all spawn over the building, so if the guy pokes me, he's going to get hit by an nade, and I'll shit on him. If not, I have full mid control, and if you miss your nade, whatever, and they throw their nades, because teams can also do it back, you know, nade over. I was like, it's just a straight one-on-one gunny. Me and whoever's across the fucking other side.
You take that any day.
And I'll take that any day of the week, especially on an offense.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it. You know, it was one of those bread and butters. Then we get into the raid hardpoint. Scump, Toronto was up for most of the map. They were kind of outperforming them, out-rotating them. Good break off the P2. And Scump just started going rogue towards the end of this game. He went on a 10 streak, bro. Scumpy was doing everything he could to fucking keep this chance on alive. Everything. You could tell that the kid put everything he had in the fucking tank and left it on that stage. And I have a lot of respect.
Wait, how'd they get broken? Rewind that, bro.
It was like with 20 seconds left, and they spawned out because they
So
all
let's
went
see how
they went 4 dead. And,
So they spawned out the okay, chalk it, hard rotate. Let's see what happens.
but nobody like rotated full to the back, so they never got right to pull. So it's all kind of like stuck in there.
Formal died ring.
He got picked.
He got picked.
Was that off
ring.
the? I wonder if that was off the heady because that's a.
It's a good shot.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good shot. That's crazy that he got picked off that. It's not very often you see that.
Yeah.
There's good team shots.
They're just getting out-traded.
Out-traded.
That was just a bad rotation out of OpTic, bro. Like, that much time when you're hard rotating, I know it sounds like the obvious where it's like, yo, we can't die, but, like, you really need to get in a good, consistent setup so you can guarantee some kills, and I don't think what they did right there is, like, a setup that they went over or something.
Yeah.
It kind of was like a freestyle, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you're hard rotating, you can't
Situational plays.
freestyle. You gotta, like, get in a bread and butter, like, guaranteed lock-it-down situation.
Yep. That when Lamar says freestyle, it's situational play. That's all it is knowing that you have to have mid-map adjustments. You have to play off the situations at hand. There's times where unorthodox shit happens and you need to call a play and you need to do something that people don't usually do. And that and that's one thing that I think some teams lack, you know, like being able to do stuff like that. And a team like OpTic does it at times. Like, they're really good. OpTic is a really good situational team, but just there's some teams who are better than others at it. And I think FaZe is a really good example. I think this Toronto team is a really good example. There's just the way that you could see it. You could see it in the mini-map.
The best thing that I think that Toronto has going for them is the fact that when they get in situations, they know what they want to do, and they have, like, a setup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is when OpTic started to bring it back. We go into another rotation of hard points, goes back to the P1 hit. They're able to lock down a lot of this time.
They basically got full 6-8.
And they also have spawns for next. You know,
Yeah.
they have spawns for the P2 hill. They're pushed out ring still. I was getting a little nervous somebody's going to spawn in the back, and then number 7 looked at it. He turned around and looked at it, which is a good play. I'm happy he did, because he might have spawned back there. He's pushed out front kitchen a little bit. Toronto tries to make a play for the back. Again, Scump being a nuisance. Scump was playing Unreal this map. formal. He's able to pick it up, but it's a good hold.
Yeah,
Great hold out of OpTic.
this is what they needed. This is what they needed right here to get in the game.
And this setup is like perfect. They're playing tight. They have every lane.
They
Nobody
know where
can
Toronto's
sneak.
going around the back.
They're not
crossfiring
over
it.
channeling. Like
Yeah.
they're holding angles. Like this is bread and butter shit.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is what OpTic does best. When you
Yeah.
put them in situations like this, they're so fucking
They
hard to beat.
played that really good because they knew where Toronto's pressure was coming from, and they set up a good crossfire on it, and just they have all the gunny, they're gonna get the kills, you know.
And OpTic ends up taking a lead in this map, if I remember correctly, because I'm pretty sure it was somebody walked backstage and they're like, "OpTic's leading." I was, oh no, we were watching it.
Yeah.
Lamar came out of the bathroom, and Lamar was like, "Fucking, they lost the lead." I was like, "Yeah, OpTic, Toronto lost the lead. OpTic's going nuts." It was crazy. Scump. This is where Scump started to pop off. We go into a garage hill, you know, the P3 hill. Going into the basketball hill, this is where I'm not sure. So this is where things get a little bit mixy for me.
Yeah.
Because Scump was able to find streaks. I thought he should have popped the missile instantly when he was back laundry.
That's what I thought too.
Did he get the missile before laundry or no?
No, so this is what happens. He pops the artillery, and he gets a 2-piece from that, because I guess the artillery makes Toronto push. He pops 2 because of it. Great play. I like the artillery. Then he holds on to the missile, but I think he should have re-popped it again. Because it's basketball. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's a risky play, but I like in the moment, the first thing I said was pop the missile, just pop it, like just break basketball and you're good. Like you could basically win off basketball if you just get most of this time. So you see here, he drops the artillery, great play. First he's on a fucking nasty streak to get that shit. Drops the artillery, pops a 2-piece because Toronto's forced to push. Then Toronto continues to spawn here. You just pop the missile. Get the guy out of hill. You have your teammates coming front. Like, Toronto's just fucked with a missile coming down.
Yeah.
But then there's also spawn protection and shit. So it's like, you know.
His team also kind of died.
I feel like they should have broke it even without it. Look what just happened. They had a 2v3 in the back.
Yeah.
This should have been a break almost regardless. Look at this.
I mean, Scump is doing everything.
Yeah. Like,
Kleenex gets
everything.
Kleenex gets a 2-piece, stays alive. Like, honestly, they should have been able to break this without the streak. This is a very advantageous position.
How the hell did Kleenex get 2 right there?
I don't know.
How the hell did he get
I didn't
2?
even notice that the first time I watched it.
Kleenex was in a corner. They're literally pinching Kleenex. Look, he has a player in front of him and a player behind him, and he pops 2, bro.
Matt and Seth shot the same person.
Oh my god, bro. Yeah, Seth got.
If they trade that out, they're breaking that hill, and they have a streak to win the next
He didn't even really need to use the missile. You're right. He didn't really need.
They had a 3v2 in the back. That's good. And
it was a good play. It was a good play for OpTic to hit the back. Then he uses the missile. He's like,
at that point, you have to.
Yeah,
you have to. They should have been able to save the missile to guarantee P5 because getting in a 3v2 for the back spawn, like, you can't ask for a better situation than that.
Yeah, no, that was tough. That was really fucking tough. Kleenex I think that the OpTic guys, they had 2 guys looking at the back. I mean, I guess it was kind of unlucky, like bad timing, because Kleenex was tucked in the corner. But then you got to check your corners. You got to check that it just comes down to that.
Seth was going crazy, bro.
He was, bro. He's going fucking rogue. But this is the end, man. Toronto holds the P5. This one's all over. What do you think happens with this OpTic team?
Shit.
If it were me, and this might be
we all lean back like, fuck, bro. What do you think happens to these guys?
I think if it were me, I think they need to make a change. I see a lot of fans saying they should drop Envoy. I think that's ridiculous.
Nah, bro.
Envoy's nasty.
But I hate to say it, Tom. Like they're gonna subscribe to the Scump and Dashy like duo. Like that's got to be a thing. I think the options are on the table for Formal. I think that's a logical position where they need to bring in someone who I think can bring more discipline and system to the way they play. I think they will benefit a lot from having that structure.
They need to get an analyst.
For sure.
For sure. They definitely should get an analyst because I really, really think if they actually start paying attention to the analytics of their game, it'll help them. I think it'll help them a lot. And they need to change up the roster.
People are saying like who? Well, 2 great examples. You got Clay, second run on OpTic. Again, maybe he can bring a chip back from a team that's been a little bit on a drought.
You say Clay's going OpTic?
I'm saying like theoretically.
No.
Or and Lamar tossed his name out earlier. I kind of poo-pooed it for a little bit, but now that I think about it, it's a good idea. What about Slasher and OpTic? OpTic Slasher, baby.
If Slasher goes to OpTic, they have to listen to Slasher.
Yeah.
I mean,
they have to.
I don't know what they need to do. The only thing I do know is that they need some structure, they need some organization, and I feel like they need like a stern hand. You know what I'm saying? They need something to get the boys rallied together, become more of a cohesive unit, have more structure, and have like, I don't know, some more depth to their gameplay. That's what I'm looking for them.
So is that where you think they're gonna do a change in the AR role? I don't know. Listen, this is the only reason why I think it comes down to the AR role. You're not getting rid of Bruce. You're definitely not getting rid of Scump.
if you drop Envoy, you got to pick up another person who's going to do the dirty work because that's kind of how
Envoy is good as fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's like bro. Envoy's been the future of OpTic. That's what everybody's been saying. He's the.
They call him the Prince, bro.
They call him
Envoy's
the fucking
not going
Prince.
nowhere.
Just because he had some bad maps at chance, maybe some inconsistencies. Like if he had a bad tournament, you know, and it is what it is. It doesn't. You can't take away from the year he had and the plays he made and what he brings to the table as a teammate, as a player. Envoy is a fucking good. Bro, just put it this way. If they do get rid of Envoy, I think 11 teams will be knocking at his door.
Yeah, he's going to have some good offers.
Hell yeah.
I think every team will be knocking at his door. I will. I said, Envoy, you want to come?
People are saying that Envoy's inconsistent, but I think that's because of the role he has to play on his team. I feel like he gets into so many situations where he's the only person on his team hitting a long route. And, like, bro, that is feast or famine sometimes if you get bad timings because you're filling a gap on the map.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't know what player or what. Like, I don't want to speculate on any of that, like who they need to drop or whatever it is. I just know what they need to find is that system. They need some more sternness, I think, in their gameplay. They need some more structure. And then also just some more depth, like some more COD mind, like thinking of some creative things. I think that's what they need to integrate into just their whole camp, whether it's through, like, more robust coaching staff or, you know, bringing in a player that delivers that, whatever it is. But I think that's what they're missing.
They have to be smart here.
Yeah.
They have to be smart. If Cammy didn't re-sign with Toronto, if I was OpTic, I would have been all over Cammy. And maybe that was a mistake for Cammy to sign, but at the same time, it is a good team. But I'm pretty sure Cammy's re-signed. I'm pretty sure that's a rumor on the street.
But if you pick up Cam and you're dropping Formal, then, like, are you gonna have Dashy run main? Like, I don't know if that really fits.
I don't know.
I don't know if it fits his playstyle. I think.
Nah, Dashy can run main.
I mean, he can do whatever he wants. He's talented, of course.
He likes running main.
I mean, he likes running an AR.
I think.
It doesn't matter. Main flex don't matter. He likes running an AR, period. Whatever that is.
Yeah.
But, like, it depends on playstyles. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the title of the role. It's just the playstyles that need to formulate on the team. You need someone that's able to go rogue a little bit, a little aggressive. You need someone that will kind of go out of their way a little bit more to be the backbone and be stable to let the talent shine. You know what I'm saying? If you have so many people that want to go show their talent, it could cause some chaos. It's usually good to have someone that's willing to take the backseat and let the superstars be superstars.
People were saying Dashy played main in World War II. Yeah, he also was filling a gap because there's not a lot of slang on his team at times. And I also think, like, in this game, it obviously depends on the COD, right? We don't know what the next COD's going to be like. Is hard blocking going to be a big thing? Is it going to be a 3-sub meta? But his playstyle sets up way better to be more of a second AR type player.
I feel like that doesn't really matter. It matters.
Yeah. No, it's just a playstyle. Like, everyone needs to be able to do everything, but in my opinion, I think it's really good when teams have, like, certain players that have a tendency to try to do certain things a little more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like it's their specific job to go do that one thing because it's everyone's job in the moment. They have to do whatever they have to do. But it's good when you have some playstyles that have a tendency to, like, do something a little more to make it easier for everyone else. You know what I mean?
Yep, 100%.
And guys are saying Octane in the chat.
People are saying Octane and Gunless, and I saw OpTic.
Well, so Pierce was on the team last year, and they dropped him. So we'll see. They want to go that route again. We've seen before that people do that maneuver. And I like Sam. He's obviously very skilled, but is more of, like, a very similar style of player they like when they team with TJ. Like, he's going to be very easygoing. He's going to be vibes. He's not going to be that super structure guy that I think I agree with Lamar. They need to kind of go to the next level as a team and get back to that championship caliber of a roster.
Dude, that guy Dante's got to get on a team. Can you imagine OpTic Sid?
Oh, bro.
The team would be nasty. But
OpTic Sid might need to
listen, bro. I know people don't like Dante, man. I know people don't like him, but he's disgusting. He is really good. He's really fucking good, and I listen, man. If I would pick up Sid for sure. Like, that's a guy in the market that I'm definitely looking at. It depends on what OpTic wants to do with the team. If they want Brusso on the main, then they can go for a guy like that. If they want to pick up another main, well, then you got to look at ARs, you know? Then you got to look at somebody who could bring structure to a team. Like Lamar, fucking Tom Gravity, Zinni, I don't fucking know who Skies.
Don't even throw my name in there, because I don't want people to think that I'm, like, saying anything for my own benefit. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying neutral in this.
I mean, yeah, which is fine. I mean, you know, Zinni, he'd be like, yeah, I think Methods has a good rank to it.
No, don't even throw my name in the hat.
I'm just naming a bunch of Lamars. I'm naming a bunch of ARs.
Yeah.
Octane, Lamar, Zinni, Tom, who else? Dave Patty, who are ARs.
Slasher.
Like, Slasher. Like, you have to look at, of course, I don't know how I missed Slasher. He's probably the most important one. Fucking just ARs, bro. Everybody's telling me to look at CDO Intel tweet. Is there an emergency? Everybody's going crazy.
No, they said they tweeted out the Sam thing.
What Sam thing?
His club talking about Seattle.
What are you saying?
What the fuck did he say?
He was just talking about how like he only likes like a couple of people like on the Seattle team guys. We talked about earlier in the show like he clearly had different opinions of the org and like that leadership.
No, they're saying Skies.
Skies?
That's what they keep saying, Skies.
There's no CDO tweet about Skies, but I can look at Skies.
Look at replies. Look at tweets and replies.
Go to Skies' Twitter.
Or go to Skies' Twitter. You doing anything over there? Ben, just click it.
Hey, chill.
How much papaya you want? Just click his name.
Tweets.
Did he say anything?
No.
No.
Tweets and replies?
People were trolling. Let's go to the next series, man.
Okay. Let's go into the next one. I don't know. That was weird. They were all spamming it. Damn, you guys are fucking good. Listen, we're going into the next one. The New York Subliners going up against the Minnesota ROKKR. A loser's bracket match, so loser goes home here as well. And Minnesota was able to clutch this one up. And New York, unfortunately, is going home, and it makes me very sad. But let's get back on board with the match, Ben. We'll start it off with you. What the fuck happened? What happened, bro?
I mean, I think New York's teamwork was just not here today, man. Like,
they were off today, bro.
They were really off. Just no cohesion, no team shots. Just not doing the next level things that we've seen for them at times on this map. Look, I know that some players had individually like some bad couple of series here and there, but I feel like part of that is just because the way that this New York team plays a lot, from my POV, and you may disagree with that. I feel like players like Mac and Hydra kind of bait the rest of the team sometimes. Now, they do it for success because it sets those guys up to play well, but if they're not on the timings are like incorrect, and it's a little bit too much of front baiting, then you're screwing up all the timings, and guys like Asim are sliding into two guys. And I think that's like sometimes he has those lopsided KDs. Now, mind you, sometimes he is ego challenge, so I'll give you that.
Asim goes rogue a lot.
He goes rogue.
And he needs to work on that.
But he's also having to gap fill, and I felt like today just the cohesion.
But that's a good problem to have, where you need to slow down. Yeah. It's always better to learn how to slow down than to learn how to speed up. And this is a problem a lot of really talented players like Asim go through, especially selfless players who don't mind dying and giving up their life. Which is why you see Asim doing shit like that.
Yeah, Chris Crowder used to do that and go double negative on the map because he just, you know.
And he would win. They would win. You know, it's just sometimes he goes too rogue, and he's going to have to work on that. I think Asim is an amazing player, and this guy can't go anywhere. Asim is like a player that you need to have in your team. I actually saw Tommy give him some gas. LA Thieves Tommy. A lot of you guys know him. He said Asim, you know, he's one of those guys you got to keep on your team, and not because he's my guy. He's just a good player. He's a good fucking player. But I definitely think he needs to work on his game a little bit. I'll be honest with him because he's my boy. You know, I think he needs to learn how to slow down sometimes. Sometimes he overchows and goes really fucking nuts. And then sometimes, like what Ben's saying with Hydra and Mac playing passive, I definitely think there's a little bit of a pacing issue at times. Sometimes they seem like they're a unit, and then sometimes it seems like there's a pacing issue. Which I don't know exactly what it is. But it's something that needs to be brought to their attention, and I'm sure that they're seeing it. Like I'm hoping they're seeing it. If not, I hope they're listening, because I do think it's a serious problem. I think the pacing and the camaraderie of the team is just a little off.
I think that like they kind of have players like Mac. To me, Mac and Hydra are the players. They do a really good job of staying alive. But Tom, I don't know how much you're staying alive off of information instead of just like instincts. And they need to get back towards being better at staying alive off of information. That's why players like Shotzi and Simp are so good at making those finesse plays, because it's not just like, yeah, there's a little bit of instinctual thing, but they're also using their team to kind of guide where they're going to go on the map.
I fully agree with that, because that's when players make plays like on accident. When it's just off instinct or whatever it is, they accidentally finesse, they accidentally made a good play. But when you have a play style that's always off information and facts, that's when players are very consistent and do things all the time, and the team is consistent. You don't want to be doing things on accident. You want to be doing it on purpose for a reason. Like, that's how you can replicate it all the time.
What's up, Ben? You were pausing here.
We skipped a little bit, but I mean, this map was over after these two hills.
They kept piecing, bro. Minnesota was taking turns.
Absolute blender spawn trap. And on the New York side, man, like we're watching here, they just never. This is the one push where they finally go all.
They got blown out again.
They just don't do a good job of going left here and trying to get control. It's just a little bit.
Now they do it. It's just way too late. The next hill's already popped, and they're doing it.
Back, right?
They should have been done 30 seconds earlier.
They spawn up only two.
Look, Hydra's already in breaks. Nobody's here even pushing. You have two guys trying to hit lights. Two guys are hitting lights.
Another lights push here off a small.
It's just they have to focus on what's important, and they're not. It's like they're forgetting the fundamentals at times. You know, like rotate left, get green, push through mid. You could send somebody lights, but like make sure you're hitting or going around. Make sure you're taking your time with shit, because then you're gonna get put in a fucking blender against a good team. It might work against shitters because you just fucking run and gun them because you're talented as fuck, which this team has no problem being. But little fundamentals like that, like not even fucking rotating green, like that's just such a dumb play.
Look what happens. From the start of that P5.
They're down 100 points.
They're now down 100 points.
Standy's fucking almost triple points.
And this is basically chalk at this point, because you have to guarantee yourself a good P2 time. You have to make P3 mixy to even have a chance, and then kind of win on the P4, P5s, and not really able to do it.
Yeah, so the first map was just, again, the New York decision-making continues to struggle, and Minnesota is taking full advantage of it because they're a good team. That's what good teams do. They take advantage of the mistakes, and Minnesota did that very well. Again, it's 220 to 120.
Yeah,
It's this first map's over.
It.
But then we get into the S&D, Ben. We got into the S&D, and New York was able to pull one. Thank God. Or was it the control that they won? Am I blanking out real quick?
No, it was the S&D.
They won the S&D. Okay, I thought it was blanking out for a second.
The series went kind of backwards. Like we thought that New York might win the hard point and lose the S&D, and instead Minnesota won the hard point. Then New York somehow win raid S&D against like a really good.
Hey, New York's S&Ds were great. They play good at S&D.
They play raid S&D so weird though. Like
it works. They've been winning their S&Ds.
Yeah.
I don't know. Their S&Ds were great, and that's good to see. Because S&D requires a lot of communication and teamwork. It's just like that's why I hate.
We're always in the respawn.
Exactly. It's like sometimes in respawn I feel like maybe things are getting too out of control for them.
Too chaotic.
Like I just feel like they're losing focus. Like they lose focus sometimes. They don't do what they usually do.
I mean, it's way easier to just be on the same page in S&D because one, that's the thing that like is very structured and you can go over everything with your team and how you want to do everything, and it's just slower. So like. One person can orchestrate literally every single thing on the map at one time.
And I've been roasted before for saying this, but I'll keep saying it because I think it's true. New York's also got a handicap that no other team in the league has.
What?
They have a player that's still trying to learn the language that they're calling out in. He's not going to understand every word in what call it's said. It's not about the communication part, it's the understanding of processing that information.
How fast it's processed.
It's like, he'll maybe understand it, but the split-second decision-making is really key, and I think that they have a difficulty they have to overcome that no other team has.
I don't know. Paco's comms are actually like not bad.
Paco's comms are good, but I'm not talking about the comms, Tom. It's not about the talking; it's the listening and understanding what's being told to you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We've speculated.
That's more of the players. I mean, that's on them. You know,
feel like we speculated that all season with him. Like, there should be some clarity on it by now.
But watch his play style. Like, I just feel like if you watch how he plays on the map, that he's still figuring out how to learn to play off that English information. I get Lens in the chat, but go watch his VODs and just watch how he plays off of how other guys are making contact on the map, and you'll realize that sometimes he's a little indecisive because he's not really sure what information is being sent.
But then you go into listenings with New York, and Paco sounds great, the comms sound great, and they look like the best team in the fucking world.
But that inconsistency is going to happen until he can really master the language, which will come with time.
So you think it's just like, you just
got to be patient. He is an unbelievably talented
unreal.
player.
He's
unbelievably
talented. He's good. He's good as fuck.
But this is just a difficulty they have. They're going to have to deal with it until he can really master English language, which I think will come very shortly, probably a year, maybe even less, like 7 or 8 months.
Yeah, and good plays out of Standy. This kid can fucking play, man.
Standy's disgusting, Tom.
He's a really good player, and I'm super happy to see this guy finding success because he was a guy that was talked about a lot, and I think he finally earned his respect. So shout out to Eli because he was doing his thing again. I just feel like he just keeps doing his fucking thing. Like, bro, Standy has been an insane rookie.
He's really good.
He's really fucking good.
In like a year or two, that kid's going to be like the demon of the league.
Yeah, he is right now. He's one of them.
No, he's one of them right now. I'm saying, but I feel like in a year or two, he's going to be like that guy.
Yep. Good player in New York. Get bombed down. Asim playing aggressive on that site. They get the map control. Dylan trying to sacrifice his life to shoot the trophy.
This was the one set that New York was really good at these B-holds like all weekend. They just had some weird ones too where like there was that one situation yesterday where Asim and Hydra both got stuck in that deep corner. They somehow made it work. Some good, and again, to your point, like that has to come with a good comp. So it's a little weird with the respawn. It's a little more sideways there.
So just a good bounce back out of New York. I think their S&Ds were pretty good. I think they just had a good understanding. They adapted a lot too. They weren't afraid to like make plays. They did a lot of ankle breaking. Like they'll get a blood, like they got a blood bedroom run round. They rotated the bomb back to A, planted for middle. Like they do a lot of unorthodox shit. Like I think New York didn't shy away from making plays this whole year.
We didn't watch the first round and they didn't win the round, but the first round, ASIN was running an AR and they tried to like slow play A.
New York has the right idea on what to do, but their executions and sometimes their hesitations kill them. Like they sometimes they're just inconsistent, like you said. And maybe it's a comms issue, maybe it's just like a reps issue, but they've had plenty of reps. So I don't know what it is. I think the players might know what it is. They'll probably talk to each other, and if you talk to the players individually, I'm sure we'll be able to fucking pinpoint exactly what it was. But there's definitely some inconsistencies with the squad. But all I know is the last few weeks of scrimming, besides for this morning, was unreal for them consistently every day.
My thought process, Tom, is I see shades of this New York team we saw from Toronto last year. Like, yeah, Toronto team never ended up making it to. They won that Toronto event. They played well at finals. I think this New York team, you had some successes this season. They had a lot of challenges, some entirely out of control. I think you really don't need to shuffle the core of this team. I think like if you give them some time to work out the kinks, dude, like when they're on, they're frying the best team, bro. They're the only team that had a winning record against FaZe this year.
We'll see what happens. So far, we'll see how they react, Ben.
Yeah.
You know, like there might be, you know, obviously Clay took a break from the team.
Yeah.
You know, there were some problems going on. Then they ended up getting back together. Everybody was all jolly. You know, it is a business at the end of the day. You know, business is business. They went out there. They did what they had to do. They showed signs of life. They've been practicing the last couple of weeks. They've been playing really good. They've been vibing. You know, and it's just like, we'll see. Because next year... You know, you can't have teammates who don't want to play with each other. Let's see how they react. Let's see if they want to stick with each other. I personally would like if they stick together. I would. Yeah. I like this team. I like the team, man. I know they didn't win an event this year, but they showed a lot of potential, and I like sticking it out with teams that have potential. I think these guys have what it takes to win events, but I think they still have a lot that they need to work on. But that's a different approach. A lot of people don't like to be patient like that and build a foundation like that. They want to rush into it, which I think has been a serious problem in COD.
I mean, this is the thing, though. What do you define rushing into? You're talking about in one season or multiple season development?
No, not multiple seasons. Like, for instance, what I just said, some people are like, nah, New York needs to fucking change. They didn't win an event this year.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't get the results. Like, they need to change, like, ASAP. You know,
during the season is different. I agree, people rush into results, but I feel like after a whole year,
but it's also
together,
situational if you see potential or not. You know, it's situational. Yeah. Like this team, New York, I see potential. Sometimes they look insane, and sometimes they look dirt shit. I'm just being honest. Like they don't look good.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, you see what they can do. If they can do what they do on a consistent level, just the talent alone. And you can say that about a lot of teams, but I feel like New York has had a lot of potential. They had a lot of good placings this year, a lot of top placings.
They got like second and third.
Yeah,
right?
like they played well. Yeah, and they've taken down a lot of top teams. They're the only team to take down FaZe twice this year, I think.
Yeah.
Like they know how to beat top teams. It's just, you know, the little things. If Mike clutched this, I would have been fucking.
That would have been crazy. I want to give a shout out to Mike too for this
Unreal
series.
Absolutely,
Mike fucking.
He's a beast, bro.
Mike dominated the series, so I want to get a wager Waniac in the chat, bro, because that was a big series out of him to keep them alive.
Yeah, I guess it is the same thing with OpTic. Somebody saying, you know, talking about OpTic could be the same thing. But I feel like OpTic is a little bit different. New York is a young team. New York is very young. They're fresh. They're rookies. Like, Mac barely has any LAN experience. Hydra's here for the States in the first time. This is Asim's second year in the league.
Barely has LAN experience, too.
The only player in the team that's a vet is Clay, like, trying to get all these guys together. Clay has vented his frustrations by playing with us with a team that the whole team is a young team. Like, they have a lot to learn. New York has some, you know, Bruce has been in the league for a few years now. Scump and Formal have been doing it for a decade. You know, Envoy is obviously a new guy, you know, a young guy. Same with that. They're both young, but you know what I mean. They have reps, you know.
Envoy's not.
Yeah, they have reps. Like, they know about the. It's different. Like, you have to. It's a different balance, man. Like, it's different for every team. But I do understand what you're saying. OpTic's another team that has potential for sure.
Yeah, of course. They were competitive all year.
All year.
They're getting top fours
all year. You know, and we gassed up OpTic a lot this year because they deserved it. But it's just the same thing with OpTic is the same thing with New York. Now it's just situationally, will the team benefit from a change, or do you think the team will benefit in the long run by keeping them together? It just depends on the team.
New York's going to be an interesting player in roster meeting because if they don't stick it, they've got interesting pieces that other teams want. There might be a lot of jostling back and forth. Excited to cover it with you, Tom, once we get out of this.
Yeah, me
Conference
too.
weekend.
Me too,
Rush
man.
Ready is gonna be crazy.
Bro, we're gonna have to. You want to come on a lot of these shows?
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
You might be a part of some of this shit.
Whoa.
I mean,
I don't know.
This control,
You know?
This control was a little boring. Do we want to skip to the last round? Or do you
Yeah,
want
a lot of it was boring. I mean, fucking Minnesota played well the next two maps.
Yeah.
I mean, even Lamar. I was sitting here with Lamar watching the map. We both said Minnesota was outplaying them. You know, Minnesota was definitely outplaying New York. And Minnesota won the last event. I mean, these guys are no joke of a team.
Yeah.
So,
Lamar, I think we were talking about it. I don't think you were a big fan of sort of how New York kind of played the end of this map.
Yeah. So right here, they try hitting the back. It doesn't end up too successful. And then their next wave, I don't like this call at all right here.
Push.
Yeah, look at what do you like? This is a do or die play.
You still have a little under a minute to do something.
If that play is dead, you're basically almost chalked unless the other team trolls. Like, the game's not really in your hands anymore.
Basically.
They have full map control now, full squad wipe. They can get top green. They can push out in the map. Look at where the guy spawned, bro. He just spawned in the middle of the map, pushed up. Like, they have so much map control, and now you have to go through, like, 2 more waves to even get to the point when in reality, if they took their time, hit the back, they could actually had a good push. Now it's like desperation mode. You're just sprinting and dying, you know?
Yep, and I like how Minnesota kills them all green. They push, but they don't overly push. They push into green, they push up lights a little bit, they get the information, they use Standy's ping. Sometimes you see teams turtle and not push at all, or just go fucking rogue and just run at them and die.
Yeah.
So I like how Minnesota played for map control, but didn't get overzealous. I like that a lot. It was a good play out of them, and Standy went big as well. Had the streaks that was raining hell, was able to pick up some kills in green, and at this point, too, New York's lives are running out. Clay was trying to make a miraculous play. They had no time at this point. You have to go green.
Yeah.
Which is why Lamar didn't like the green play. It was just
puts
they
you in
had
desperation
time.
mode. If it doesn't,
seconds left,
you don't need to be in desperation mode yet. You have time.
If
you
there
have
was
to
20 seconds
composed.
left, all right, hit it. Full send. It is what it is.
It's like the composure was also a little bit. Maybe they thought that they could overwhelm the one guy watching front, but Standy ended up rotating back and helping them. So it was just they got overwhelmed.
So this next map, did we find out what happened with this restart here?
Apparently, people in the chat were saying Paco's game crashed.
Yeah, his game crashed.
You got scanner repair.
Yeah, and guys, when it happened, even I was like, dude, come on, because like and now it was like if New York wins, people are gonna put an asterisk next to it.
He stopped playing.
Yeah, people are gonna put an asterisk next to it because Minnesota had streaks. Yeah, Minnesota had streaks, and they were up fucking by 70 points. But luckily, I was kind of happy that Minnesota, and I know New York's my team, but I was kind of happy that they came out with another 70-point lead and streaks again, just because we had the same
basically like a fair reset.
Like a fair reset. Because I hate that shit, chat. I hate when games are unfair. Like if something fucking...
Like the Gen G situation from Black Ops 4.
Like the LG FaZe situation when we won the fucking series and we got the loss.
We don't want to talk about that one.
I just like, it's just like, bro, shit like that is frustrating.
You never win the replay, bro.
No,
so they won the replay.
Like,
I was like, okay, that's dope.
It's like, bro, you take down a top team, and it's just like, I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like resets. I don't like when errors happen, when problems happen. LG deserved the win. They absolutely did not.
Yo, chat, what do we think of LG?
Shite. LAG deserved to win, by the way? Fuck no. Fuck no, they did not deserve to fucking win. We were our fucking FaZe team, me, Ace, Matty, Trey, and Celium was disgusting. We were better than LG when we formed. We were like a top hardpoint team in that fucking shit. We were good as fuck. We had top 3 in Miami. But whatever, that's besides the match. That was fucking years ago. Let's get back to the match. Minnesota fucking going crazy, bro. They start off the first map with streaks and a fucking 80-point lead. And it's just like, dude, we just can't come out that flat.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a second chance, and we came out flat again. I mean, Minnesota bullied them on the P1s. They bullied them.
We got to highlight that play at the end. That's we'll get there eventually, but...
We'll get there. We'll get there. New York brought it back
This was a crazy play by New York, though. I really want to give them major credit for that P5.
They brought it all the way back.
They held the P5, like, from the front for almost the whole time. So that's major props. Like
they brought it back.
Yeah.
They brought it back.
That's a big.
Clay was making plays, bro.
Yeah.
Clay was making plays in a P5. He was switching routes. It's cool to see Clay still making these big-time plays in big-time events.
They literally held all the P5 from the front. Like, that's insane.
You don't see this, bro. You
Shit
don't
like
see
that
this
only
a lot.
happens at Champs, bro. I swear.
Yeah, this is nuts. This is fucking nuts. They were just holding crossfires and staying down. Like, they were actually doing it. You can see they're in the listening right now. You can see it in their face cams. Like, they're just twisted. They're ready to fucking go. But New York ends up taking a lead here.
Yeah.
And it just kind of falls apart for them. It falls apart. I know Minnesota has streaks.
It falls apart here because they get split spawns, and then it just doesn't work out in their favor. I mean, kind of watch how this... it's kind of... I think I may have missed it. It's right before this.
No, we're good. We're good. Keep it playing. Keep it playing here. Keep it playing. New York has the P2 spawns. They have the P1 hill. They're soaking up time. They get a lead change. How does it fall apart and what goes wrong here? Because something happens. Asim's in the corner. Asim, again, I think he gets his kill, and then he overchows for the last 15. Remember when you said just stay in the corner?
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like he either should push up right away and like be chowing out and messing around, or
just
stay in the corner.
Just hold it.
Yeah.
Like, I just
Can
feel
you
like...
rewind it, actually? Sorry.
Like, bro, if Asim is able to stay alive P1 and even pick up a kill or two before he dies...
Yeah.
He spawns in the back and he delays their push. Like,
Yeah.
he just, like I understand he ego chows and wants to catch people off guard. But then, like, there needs to be, like, right there. Like, there's 3 guys pushing. Just play a corner.
How did Hydra die, too? Hydra died on him, too. Did Hydra chow? They both chow?
They both chow. Well, one's hot. Well, see, Asim chow probably because Hydra died. So Hydra technically overchowed. Did he get wall banged?
Rewind it again. Like, I feel like, look, this is a bad play in my book. Like, look how many people they had focusing on this guy long. If they would have taken
You're right.
it,
He did get wall banged. You're right.
If they would have had if they took their advantage after getting all those kills to like get out to the B wing or like get pushed up somewhere in some better spots, they would have those kills would have been easier. You know what I mean? But because they all focus on the kill long, they just let Minnesota comfortably get to the staircase and set up a push.
Yep. Yeah.
But in reality, when you die on that hill like that, like a wipe, and you spawn back wood, in your head, you're just like, holy fuck, we're going to have to cross, get team shotted. You're like sliding behind the boxes, trying to stay alive to even get near the hill.
Yeah.
So it's a great streak you should understand.
Yeah, right there. Right there. Really, you know, Asim definitely got aggressive, but I think the wall bang really shut down New York there. Bro, that wall bang, that's a nice wall bang, bro. That's why I hate the fucking plane, though.
Yeah.
Those wall bangs, like, New York is definitely trying to stay down and work crossfires off rotation. They just Hydra gets wall banged. I guess Asim was forced to kind of chow right there. He's going to get overwhelmed on hill.
Minnesota hold us from the front. They spawned New York out.
It was going very back and forth.
Close game, though. It's still like basically a tie game.
But Minnesota start heating up a little bit again. They start heating up, and I'm not sure where it went wrong because New Yorkers staying in it, and this is where Hydra kind of he was here for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I want to see Hydra be more active here. Like, make a play. Like, you make a play and let your teammates behind you work off of your plays. It just, I like what what Hydra did, though, because he waited for his teammates. And he did make a play.
Yeah, like I feel like he messed it up initially, but then realized, okay, I already messed up. I have to just wait and then go from there.
Right,
but if he would have went initially, that would have been the better play.
A great play.
Yeah, initially would have probably been the best play, but after the situation kind of got messed up, then you might as well wait and then regroup and do a good push.
So Sandy calls him a streak. He doesn't get anything with the streak.
Nah.
They don't really have top plane control.
Why are we so pushed back? Why are we in plane? Why aren't we going rogue here? Like,
yeah, rewind that.
Rewind that all the way. Like right here. So Asim dies.
Clay spawns up and goes top red.
We die in plane,
which is understandable at 20 seconds.
No, that's a good play. That's a good play out of Clay.
Okay.
I'm talking about before that. How they haven't? I feel like they got a wipe. And
I feel like they got a wipe. And number 3, Hydra was picking up the right.
Like, but they got the wipe.
But there's nobody who could be right.
More. Yeah, right here.
Boom, like they got the wipe, right? Like, how do we die?
I feel like it would have been better if
someone
stayed like under the wing or went top plane or something, because they got all the kills, but then the only person playing plane aggressively was Asim.
Rogue though.
Yeah, I feel like they should have
Asim jumped out of plane. Asim should have stayed in
Asim
plane.
was bottom plane the whole time.
Yeah.
Someone should have went top plane.
He should have jumped in plane.
Yeah.
He should have jumped in plane, or like
someone top, someone bottom.
And then somebody overchowed street on the hill.
Yeah.
I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Hydra or somebody, but somebody overchowed street and it fucked Asim because Asim was getting cuts and what Asim was doing could have worked. But once he died on the hill, then there was only one guy on the hill. Asim had to help front.
Yeah.
Because they thought he was gonna get overwhelmed. It was just, we can't be getting picked, bro. We have the rotation. Just let Minnesota make the play. Just let them make the play. Don't chow. Just hold off angles, hold crossfires, and work together. And instead, they just do dumb shit, bro. They overchow, they get picked, and it just opens up gaps for Minnesota. It opens up gaps. Now New York is able to lock down this. I think that Minnesota does a great job making this mixy, though.
Yeah. This could have been way more dangerous, but Minnesota did a good job at making it mixy.
Yeah,
which is
they were going rogue.
Plays by them.
Which is you see it a lot. Teams, they don't play for the dub. They play for the mixiness.
I don't watch his back, so I think Asim's gonna die here and then spawn wood. So they have kind of a little bit.
Standy went rogue.
A little bit of a pinch going here. Where's
Standy shit on him right there, bro.
So they have a 2-2 split. Asim chows and kills a guy on the wing. Then gets traded. And then they're all looking for the last guy in the pinch, and they get bad timing him, man. This is a weird situation. I think maybe though, would you want Asim to go left here instead of just trying to chow the guy at old? I guess that's sort of a standard.
Well, we need to rewind this and highlight Eli's play right here because this two-piece was insane. This kill that he got on Paco, damn.
The strafe.
Damn.
It was just a hard, he was going left and hard cut right and just bounced back left. Like, the strafe was nuts, bro. Good fucking plays out of Standy, dude. That won him the game.
Yeah.
Standy got the kills. They got the time here, and then Minnesota was able to work some splits, and they worked the flip. And then after that, it was pretty much chalked. Minnesota was able to come in, make some time, and work those spawns to next, and it was over. This was over. Minnesota made the good heads up play. Good plays out of Standy to get him into this P1 and to soak a lot this time. This is big time. Even contesting some of this, like, this is fucking huge for them.
Yeah.
Dylan had a big two-piece, too. Attach went rogue.
It's the clutch what
it's
you
the
expect.
clutch master.
It's the clutch time. Don't pulling up.
It's clutch time. It's getting to the end of the map, and Attach calls game. What a two-piece, basically.
Yeah.
Pops the two-piece, spawns New York out. Pretty much signifies the rotation for Minnesota, and with them blocking, it allows Mike to hit a tail along.
Mike went, like I said earlier,
the whole team, bro.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, Mike went crazy. In this map, the whole team went crazy too. Like they really started firing, and I'd be worried the next team they're playing, like they're starting to catch that rhythm again. Like, they got caught slipping. The first match was Dallas. They got through Thieves. Now they're catching some rhythm and getting some momentum, and we saw what they can do when they get some momentum.
It's scary, bro. And listen, I want to give a shout out to Priest as well, because we've been showing guys to the other guys, but Priest is coming into form. He's popping pieces, making plays. He was negative there, but still annoying to play against. He's one of those players that no matter what he's dropping on the stat sheet, he's just gonna be a rock on the map. You know, he's gonna be he's gonna be putting shots into you. He's gonna be annoying to play against. Preston deserves a lot of gas. So shout out to P-Dog, Priest over there, because the whole team's doing their fucking thing. So shout out to the Minnesota guys. To the New York squad, it's been an absolute pleasure to watch you guys throughout the year. I absolutely love this team, to be honest. I love them. Like I feel like they're a really good team, and I think we have a lot of good personalities. I just think we have a good team, and we're a young team, and I see a lot of potential with this team. I'm not sure what's the future holds with them and if they're going to stick. If what, obviously I'll probably talk to some of the players and just see what they want to do, because I want everybody to be happy. I don't want anybody to be forced into something, but I really want them to think about it and think about what's going on, because, you know, we are a young team, and I do see a lot of potential with them, but we'll see. It's been a pleasure to watch New York, OpTic, all the teams that got eliminated. It's been an absolute pleasure to watch them compete this year. It's been super entertaining. Whether it's a win or a loss, you can't deny the fact that these guys entertain and put on a show for us every single time we watch these games. And thank you. These pro players, they put a lot of work into their craft, to themselves as individuals, and inside and out of game, because what you do out of game affects what you do in game, and as a team as well. It's just what these people are able to do and how much work they put in is remarkable, and it's motivation, honestly. It should motivate you guys to see the work ethic that some of these guys have, and it's why they're at the highest level. So everybody in the league, even the teams that were at the bottom four, I know they didn't perform, but there was a reason they were there, and I'm sure we'll see some changes and some new people coming in, but it's amazing to see how talented these pros really are. So thank you for entertaining us. But let's get into the predictions. We go into a Saturday, day 3 at COD Champs. This is the top 4 teams. The only 4 teams left in the tournament. Atlanta FaZe going up against Dallas Empire in a winner's bracket match, and then Toronto Ultra going up to Minnesota ROKKR in a loser's bracket match. So loser of that match goes home.
We do predictions. Looking at the 4 teams that made it, honestly, like,
I'm not surprised.
Not really no flukes here. Like,
no.
FaZe, Dallas, Toronto have been like kind of consistently somewhere around the top 3 all year.
Yeah.
And then Minnesota's obviously coming to form since their respawns come around. So through all of the thick and thin here in the season, I think we're down to a pretty solid top 4.
It's not surprising, but it wouldn't have been surprising to see other teams in here too.
Yeah.
Like, if you saw New York or OpTic in there, I wouldn't be that surprised. I wouldn't. Like, there's just so much talent now, so much competition. It's absolutely crazy how close the comp is. And it's only going to get better as years go on. We've seen it over the last decade, how much talent is in this league now. But let's get into the predictions. Atlanta FaZe going up against Dallas Empire. I think FaZe are the better team, but I'm picking Dallas because I have to. I keep going against Dallas, and they keep winning. So now,
well, you just jinxed them. Now that you switched up, now it's not gonna.
But the thing is I think FaZe is gonna win. But I'm just saying that because I'm just, fuck. I might have jinxed it. You're right.
Well, these teams have played a lot this season. They played 5 times. I think FaZe has won all 5. I think most recently they played in the Major 4, and Dallas looked actually really good in that series and went down to last map. To me, I think FaZe will win 3-1. I think the swing mode in here is actually control.
FaZe is way better at control.
I think FaZe is way better at control. I think the respawns and the S&Ds, depending on the map and the situation, the preparedness we know that Dallas does, and they're going to be a lot closer than people think. But I think the domination that FaZe will have and control is who are going to end up being the difference. And I do not think it will go to 5 games. I think FaZe will close it out.
And listen, before we get your opinion, Lamar, but Lamar already said this. Just Dallas not being tested yet, or
No,
FaZe,
FaZe.
excuse me, FaZe not being tested yet. I mean, break that down and give me your thoughts.
Like, so the way I think about it right now is FaZe hasn't been tested. They played New York, which was like clearly not performing their best today, and they kind of just steamrolled them, no problem. Everything seemed easy. Dallas has played some gruelers already. They beat Minnesota, and they played an intense series versus Toronto, which are two, obviously clearly top 4 teams. So I think if Dallas can carry that momentum and kind of come in and just punch FaZe in the mouth, put them on the back foot right away, they have a very good chance to win. But like I said, I could just sound like an idiot at the end of the day, and FaZe could come out and just dominate.
Yeah.
But that's just another thing I'm kind of looking into. The prediction is really hard. I want to say Dallas is going to win, but it's so hard to count FaZe out.
It is. It's a hard prediction. I mean, regardless, anybody can win this shit. It's just, and last time they faced off, it was in the grand. Was it the grand final? And it was fucking. It went to the last map.
Yeah, map 9. So like, I don't
Crazy.
know. It's such a hard prediction.
This is gonna be fucking lit.
Yeah, this is gonna be lit.
Tomorrow's gonna be fucking crazy, chat. Crazy.
I want to say Dallas is gonna win. I want to say that, but I think FaZe is gonna come out and win the series.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard.
Yeah, I think FaZe is gonna win the series. That'd be my final pick.
Ben, you have FaZe, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Toronto Ultra going up against the Minnesota ROKKR. I have no fucking idea.
The rematch, bro.
mean?
Insane final.
No idea,
Come on,
bro.
dog.
Toronto dominated.
ROKKR is deluded at this point. If you 4-0,
They smoked Toronto.
reverse sweep them,
bro.
you are so deluded.
You're right, bro.
like, we can do whatever we want. It's gonna
right,
work. Like,
dude.
they have delusional confidence coming into this. They
actually
know,
do.
like, that's what I would be thinking. You know what I'm saying? So, ROKKR should have come in literally deluded, extreme confidence. They could think that it doesn't matter how the series goes, you always have a chance to win, and that's a big thing. So I'm going ROKKR.
I gotta agree with Lamar.
Point, I kind of agree with you, man. I'm like, damn, they might have the confidence on them, but
Yeah, they
Toronto's
have
just
to.
such a good team, though.
I like Toronto, but I think that Minnesota's gonna have the mental edge in this. And they think of the players that are on that Minnesota team when they play free like that, and they're unshackled mentally. Like, I just feel like Minnesota is set up to match Toronto and S&D and maybe surpass them in the respawn. So I'm gonna go ahead and give Minnesota a 3-1 here.
Okay,
That's fair. That's fair.
That's fair. I'll go Minnesota too. I think Lamar was making really good points, and you made some good points as well. But it wouldn't surprise me if Toronto won. It's just anything can happen,
Yeah, tomorrow anything is possible.
With anything.
Literally anything is
Toronto
possible
42
tomorrow.
knows,
Yeah,
man.
anything is possible tomorrow, bro.
So we'll see. Honestly.
Tomorrow feels like the Sunday. No joke. Tomorrow literally feels like
I
Sunday.
know, right, bro? That's why it's just weird to me, man. Like, the way they scheduled it was a little
But
weird.
nobody gets a winners or losers finals advantage now, right? You have 3 games in the finals on Sunday, so the last 2 teams...
That's good.
They're going to have a whole night to prepare for each other. Yeah, it's a little weird. They come in the venue, it's 1 match and it's over, but you don't have that winner or loser problem that we talked about all season.
I just think it sucks that Championship Sunday, which everyone knows is legendary COD, happens on Championship Sunday, and we only have 1 match. You know what I'm saying?
We've had champs where it's been 2 matches. Like,
we could have like a 2-hour Championship Sunday.
That's why I was
In
thinking,
AW,
like,
it was
on
top 3,
Sunday,
top 3,
chat,
right?
I want to host a watch party in the room. If anybody wants to come through and watch the games, like, I want to get a group of people to come watch. I think that'll be fun.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see what we do. I'm definitely doing a watch party, even if I'm here by myself, because it's 1 series. I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna watch. I think it'd be really cool to go to the venue, but I'm not allowed to sit in the crowd. I'm not allowed. I got in trouble. I sat in the crowd once for the New York series, and then going backstage. Apparently, because I go backstage, I'm not allowed to go in the crowd anymore. So
you don't want to piss off Claire, Tom.
I don't want to piss off Claire, and rules are rules. I want them to do what they do. So I might just do a watch party here. I don't want to go backstage and just watch on the monitor backstage and just sit on a wooden chair. That's basically what's happening. So I'm probably gonna do. It's not an L for the CDL chat.
Guys, like
not Claire.
That makes perfect sense.
It makes sense. That you don't want to go out into the crowd. You don't know if anybody's sick. Go back to the players. You don't want to mingle. You don't want to do any of that stuff. With everything going on,
makes perfect sense.
I understand. I felt bad. I was like, you know what? You're probably right. It's protocol. I gotta follow the rules. But, they let me watch the match because it was New York, too, and my girlfriend was there, so I think they were, helping me out, too. But, that was an exception. So I'm going to, let them do the thing. So any of the fans there, have fun, man. The events are a fucking blast, bro. A fucking blast. Champ Sunday is always fucking lit, even if it's just a grand final. So Make sure to go check out the games. And guys, as always, the shows are an absolute pleasure. Let me know in the chat. Give me a W or an L. Let everybody know if you enjoyed the show today. I want to give a huge shout out to Lamar for coming on. First of all, you look phenomenal. Your haircut is on another level.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Lamar just knows the game really well, and he's very well spoken. So I love having Lamar on. Ben, thank you again for doing this. I don't really need to thank Ben. He's a part of the show. You know, it's Zoomaa and Ben here at the flank. We're going to let Ben hit a putt for you guys to end it. So, Ben, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, Tom. I'm using a little bit of a different golf ball, so hopefully
what kind of golf ball is it? What's different about it?
It's a Profi one, but it's got like 3 lines.
This guy's making excuses.
He's blaming the ball, bro.
He's saying he's using a different golf ball. You can't be serious. Ben with the socks on. He's got the shorts. He's lining it up. Ben, I think it's going left to right now. Because you're going in the opposite direction as yesterday. But Ben, he's lining it up. He's going to try and sink this putt. Can he get it into the cup? We're about to find out here live on the flank. Ben, the focus. He's going to hit it. He's going to hit it. Ben Tennessee, ladies and gentlemen, to sink the putt here at Call of Duty Champs day number 2. Let's get a winner to check. Come on. Chat, I just want you guys to know, for those of you who might be tuning out, I'm going to continue to stream, and we're giving away 2 Astro headsets, Astro A40s, with also the new blue Ice Pop microphones. So if you want a chance to win, be a subscriber in the chat. Make sure to stay tuned. We're going to do that after the show. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Make sure to go to anchor.fm/theflank to see all the audio shit that we're doing, Spotify, Apple, all that good stuff. Make sure to go follow the flank on Twitter at the flank. Gersh doing a phenomenal job running socials. So go show Gersh some love. Go follow the flank. And also go follow the ZOOMAFIA Reddit on Reddit. We made a ZOOMAFIA Reddit just for when I'm streaming other games, whether it's GTA, Apex, Splicky, I don't know, just chatting. We have a whole new Reddit just for the ZOOMAFIA, but we still use the COD competitive Reddit, guys, so don't worry about that. Obviously, that's the bread and butter, but we thought it'd be cool to make a ZOOMAFIA Reddit as well. So if you guys want to check that out, go show some love. Go do what you got to do. Guys, I appreciate all the love and support. We'll see you guys tomorrow in another episode of The Flank. And as always, have a good fucking day.
Peace.
Take care. Peace.
Peace.